Good afternoon. It is 3:01. I'm Joseph Bonanno live from the 104.5 The Zone studios. In NFL news today, four-time NFL MVP Aaron Rodgers has informed the Steelers he'll fly out to Pittsburgh on Friday and intends to sign a one-year deal with the team prior to next week's minicamp. According to Indianapolis Colts head coach Shane Steichen, quarterback Anthony Richardson is dealing with a shoulder injury and will not participate in minicamp next week. This is the same shoulder Richardson injured in 2023 and subsequently had surgery on. The Colts added Daniel Jones and Riley Leonard to the quarterback room this offseason. The NBA Finals are back tonight as the Thunder host the Pacers for Game 1 in Oklahoma City. Tip-off is at 7:30 on ABC. For your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Channel 104.5 The Zone. What up, Nashville? Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Actually, some raindrops as I walked in the building. Blue sky to the north, but a few raindrops.
So a mixture.
Chance of severe weather tomorrow.
Ugh.
I know, right? Just in time for the weekend.
We've been spoiled, though, this week.
I know, but like, can we not plan this out better, Mother Nature? Like,
Can we not have a weekend?
Give us severe storms on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
We need a weekend.
And then perfect on the weekend.
Or Monday. Like, everybody hates Monday anyway.
Rainy Mondays.
Right. Babsy's here, y'all.
What up?
What up, Babette?
Let's go. That's right. It's bunk.
Can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Steve Lamb on YouTube. My daughter and her boyfriend flew their small plane around Rutherford County looking for Ed yesterday. Which is funny to me because somebody asked me in the morning chat today, like, my favorite concert or whatever. And I mentioned two. I mentioned the Foo Fighters on Halloween at midnight at the Ryman, first time I've ever been there. And then my first concert, which was MC Hammer, Michelle A., Oaktown's 357, Get Loose. And that you were there, which is Matrix-level stuff, right, Babs? That Slay was there at the same concert?
Who knew?
And this was like
20 years later.
This was like 1989 or something.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe even longer.
So, but Steve got on me for not talking sports. And I'm like, dude, I answered a question from somebody. And then he called me butthurt. And I'm like, get out of here.
You got to talk.
And now,
Was this when you were filling in? Or?
No, this morning in the chat.
Oh, come
I was just, somebody asked me in the chat.
Why you need to talk in the chat?
You weren't even
anyway?
on the air.
No, and I was answering a question that was posed to me. And so
Steve, you
Steve's
gotta relax,
And
man.
then Steve, that's what I'm saying. Like I said,
Dude.
I hope you're having a great morning filling people with positivity. Steve said, but then he comes into our chat and brings up the zebra.
Ah.
Talk
Steve,
sports.
we got to talk sports.
You know it.
By the way,
Or we're going to do what we think is best for our show. How about that?
sounds good. I'm
all for that.
I care as much as Ed the Zebra right now. So,
They still haven't found that thing?
as far as I know, by the way, though, I do know the owners. It's one of my
You know
friends.
them?
I don't know them personally, but it's one of my friends' brother and sister-in-law.
Oh, my
their
goodness.
family.
Wow.
That is amazing.
Yeah, and actually, the mom of the family put out a Facebook post and said, not exactly what I had in mind when I said for better or worse, but hey, that's life. It's a picture of her and her husband. I mean, if
That's
you're
kinda
hunting
what
a
Wetzel
zebra,
said, right?
I guess I am too. Yeah. She said, which, by the way, me and the kids named Zeke. Definitely not Ed, but hey, we'll roll with it. So it's actually Zeke the zebra,
Well, that makes me...
Not Ed.
not Ed.
It's not as funny as Ed.
Ed is good, though.
I like Zeke better for the zebra.
I like Zeke.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Ed, I think about
It's
the horse.
alliteration.
Think about the horse every time.
She did hashtag it, bring Ed home. So see, everybody's going with Ed. Zeke, Ed, you know.
Eddie Zeke.
So yeah, maybe we can get them on.
We need to get them on.
Yeah.
We need to get the,
Work on it.
Get the zebra on.
Well, I just need the story of how you ended up with a zebra in Rutherford County.
That's a heck of a
Named
bet.
Zeke.
Yeah, that's a heck of a bet.
Well, I mean, you end up with a zebra, and,
And
then
how
the
he
zebra
bolted.
bails in one day.
He was
Yeah.
sick of it.
It took that dude one day to get out of there.
Yeah, this wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Slay Dog is here, y'all.
I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm in the building.
So I sent the conversation we had with UFC heavyweight fighter Derek Lewis to Dan Wetzel. I thought he would enjoy that. He wrote back, incredible. From wanting to kill his father-in-law to Pinky, hysterical.
Yeah.
That's a good way to surmise, right?
Some good stuff right there.
It was good
crazy.
stuff.
By the way, there could be some traffic going on.
Why, Babsy?
What do you got,
Yes,
Babs?
because the Vice President, J.D. Vance, is going to be in Nashville this evening, today. And somebody wrote it in the chat, too, just saying, hey, heads up. But so by the airport, Metro Nashville has put a bunch of stuff out just to warn everybody. But Vice President Vance will be in Nashville as the featured guest for a Republican National Committee fundraiser. So that's going on.
Well,
and
non-political take care. Like, no matter what the party, they always jack up traffic when they come here.
Oh, yeah.
I still
It
don't
doesn't matter.
understand. Why can't you put like 6 helicopters in the air and then traffic's fine? You don't know which one he's in, just like the motorcade. So
what you're saying, just have him like land at some fundraiser in a helicopter in
Yeah.
the middle of downtown?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's feasible, Mayor.
yeah.
No.
Hey,
Really shut it down.
Figure it out, people. How bad do you want it?
Yeah. Anyway, so it'll be downtown area during late afternoon and by the airport. So basically for your commute. So pack your patience pants.
Slade Dog said, go with Edmonton last night. Todd Furman agreed.
Yes, it did.
We went
good
with
game.
Edmonton. I'm telling y'all, man, even if you don't like hockey, you get into late game situations in the playoffs, especially the Stanley Cup final. That thing ended up in overtime
Yeah.
with the home team winning. It was so much fun to watch that.
You know, I kind of want to put money on Florida to win it all.
You do. You can catch a good price now.
I know.
Go for it.
I'm
You
thinking
never
about
know.
it. I am definitely thinking about it. I will see. See how the night goes.
With the NBA Finals. So Stanley Cup Final, singular. NBA Finals, plural.
Yep.
I always wonder about that.
That's a great question to ask. PK Subban, get him on.
He used to do weekly hits with
He had
the
a
show.
Predators cowboy hat on
Did he?
this morning.
He's so freaking good. No, when he was here, we had him on
Yeah.
weekly, and he was amazing.
Yeah, he's
Were you with us at that point, Babs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't he great?
That was my first year here, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was great. And he always came in person and
Like, if we had
stayed
a
and signed
remote-
autographs forever.
If we
and-
had a remote on a live location with, like, on his day, he would go to the remote.
Yeah.
He would
Really?
he would
Yep.
just be like, tell me where to go. Y'all at a gas station, I'll be at a gas station. Y'all at Uncle Bud's, he came to Uncle Bud's.
that show is real.
Came to a couple downtown bars when we were downtown, and he's awesome.
And
He was
he's-
great. I
he's
knew he was
really
gonna be
good
a
on ESPN.
Big media person, yeah.
I'm
Although
surprised
I
it took
did-
this long.
Well, I was surprised. I did worry that he was going to be a liability.
He's live wire.
And say, yeah, he's live and say something that got him in trouble that
Oh, yeah.
didn't give him the chance to get big, but,
Yeah.
but
Well,
he's done a good job.
and-
There's not a lot of filter there
Word around the campfire from over there was he rubbed some people the wrong way just because he's
with the Preds.
hockey
in that-
players are a certain type of person.
Yep.
A certain type of personality, and they're like really introverts, honestly, most of them. And so like he's out there.
Yep.
And so, a lot of those guys I heard, I never like our experience with him was great, but I heard that, some of those guys had issues with him like putting attention on himself.
You could see that.
Because when they traded him, we were all like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, there were lots of behind the scene reports that there were some locker room issues with that. Yeah, dressing room issues with PK. And also you have to remember that was the time when he was dating Lindsey Vonn, right?
Yeah.
And so there was like a lot of other drama and a lot of paparazzi eyes and all of that on it too.
Brought
So
a lot to work.
brought a lot of attention that maybe hockey guys didn't love.
I will say this, and I saw this firsthand. We were at Cork and Cow in downtown Franklin. Nice
I
place.
remember this.
Super nice place.
Yeah.
PK was at the bar with his fireman friend that he used to go around with all the time. And he's talking to everybody, right?
Yeah.
So Pecorine comes in with his, I think, fiance at the time, but and they have like this corner table and they sit there and Pekka didn't see PK. And it was obvious that they were there to have like a romantic dinner and have some wine and a good meal and all
Not
this.
be bothered.
And PK said, Pex! Just yelled it, goes over there like hitting him on the back and all this stuff. And he kept walking over. And you could kind of see in Peck's face like he was trying to be nice about it. But yeah.
Let us just blend in. Come on.
Just want to chill, bro.
Yeah.
NBA Finals, game 1 tonight. You talked a little bit about that yesterday, and we'll get into it as we roll through the show. But your initial take at that 9.5-point line, that's a big line for Oklahoma City, favored in game 1.
It is, but OKC is a tough place to play. They've shown that throughout the playoffs. This will be the first time that the Pacers, we talked about it with Todd Father, that they're playing a team that's fully loaded walking into a series. No injuries. Of course, everybody banged up, but no real injuries that people are doubtful to play. So, OKC, man, they play a different style of defense. So, it's going to be interesting to watch.
It's funny.
SGA is a different matchup, too.
Yeah, man, isn't he great?
Yes.
Yes, that's all that needs to be said there. When we come back, we have a question for you, and go ahead and jump on in if you would like to. We'd love to hear from you, your answers to this. What are your 2 biggest positional concerns about the Titans in 2025? Two biggest positional concerns about the Titans in 2025. 615-737-1045.
Holistic stem cell therapy. You head to Kellum Stem Cell Institute in order to get this done. This therapy, I promise you, will bring you back. Get those stem cells to working for you, waking up other cells to let them know we got to get this inflammation out of our body. So when you get up early in the morning and you put your feet on the ground and you're like, let me get myself together. And no more. Just get those cells up. Let them work for you. It's your body, your cells, your solution. They are harvested. That's right. Your body stem cells are harvested and also stored for future and continued use. So when those pains creep up, just go back. Go back to Kellum Stem Cell. They get redeployed based on your needs. So if it's ankle, neck, knee, whatever it is, arthritis, all of that can be taken care of. But you have the power to do it. All you got to do is call this number, 615-850-4415. 615-850-4415. That is the number where you sit down with Dr. Ethan Kellum directly and get your inflammation knocked out. Real simple. KellumStemCellInstitute.com.
3XL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay, the executive producer of 3HL is Zeph. On this day in 1985, Ferris Bueller took the day off.
Great job by
Really?
him. Great job by him. What an adventure.
What a great
What a great movie, right?
Yes.
40
Do
years
kids
ago.
nowadays know that movie?
I don't know, but they should.
Is that one that like sticks?
Oh no, that one or Breakfast Club? Which one you gotta
Nah,
you gotta
Breakfast
show?
Club's too
Breakfast
old.
Club's too good. That one's good too, though.
But it's too old.
They really don't know that one.
I mean, 1985 was 40 years ago. Think about that.
Wow, that's right.
You were a young pup.
That's crazy.
Babs wasn't even born.
I was not.
Sure wasn't.
I mean, Zeph Dog was like still 20 years in the making.
Nah, Zeph wasn't even thought about at that point. It was Zeph.
615-737-1045. If you would like to watch the show, you can on YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
You know, Laura had a great question for Zeph.
What?
What was Laura's question for Zeph?
Zeph,
Yes,
what happened to the Braves?
they suck.
Oh my gosh.
I like that.
Oh gosh.
If y'all could have heard the profanity coming into our ears during that break from Zeph.
I don't talk about it.
What was the situation, Zeph Dog?
They were up. This is probably their best offensive game in the last month. They were up 10-4 going into the ninth inning. All they need 3 outs. 3 outs, that's all they need. Win the game. Move on to the next game. But no, they have to go and blow that lead and give up 7 runs to the Diamondbacks in the top of the ninth inning and then not score in the bottom of the ninth and lose the game after being up 10-4. They're terrible.
Yo, boys.
That's tough.
Yo,
You know what?
boys.
It makes me wonder, like, had they been up 15-4, would they still have blown that lead?
Probably.
Like, would they have kept going?
Yeah, probably. They probably would have.
Like, because they only didn't keep going because they didn't need to? Is that what happened?
I saw Zeph's tweet about this earlier.
Oh, he tweeted
and
about it?
Yeah, it
Yeah, they
just
make me
said
sad.
Braves suck.
I
And I was like, oh, he's going to be on one today.
I'm sad to say that the Atlanta Braves are terrible. That was my tweet.
Well,
Speaking of baseball, I have an interesting stat. There is an Instagram feed called Net Elite Baseball, and they throw out, I love stats. So Warren Spahn, Hall of Fame pitcher, he has 363 career wins, 356 for the Braves, 4 for the Mets, and 3 for the Giants. He also has 363 career hits. So 363 wins, 363 hits. 356 for the Braves, same number as wins for the Braves. 4 for the Mets, same number of wins for the Mets. And 3 for the Giants, same number of wins for the Giants. How crazy
sound like a
is
franchise changer.
that?
Mm-hmm.
But the same exact numbers, wins and hits.
You would want him on your team.
Zeph, do you have may or may not be funny today?
I do.
Do you want to do it now?
We can. Do you want me to set this up? Since I'm the one
yeah.
that sent it?
I would love
You
for you
said
to
it,
say-
Zeph?
I did.
Zeph, this is Zeph's.
Yeah,
Zeph's,
because who do we have it for?
Brandon Arvittson, right-handed
Hey.
pitcher, or left-handed pitcher, excuse me, for the Tennessee Volunteers.
Yep.
Bulls.
Greg Cosell at 420. We'll talk with him about Aaron Rodgers now signing with the. He has informed the Steelers that he will sign with them and show up next week. So I don't know if you've seen that story, but that's out there. We'll ask Greg Cosell about that fit and also kind of positionally go through the same question that we're asking you. What are your 2 biggest positional concerns about the Titans in 2025? 615-737-1045 and Big Savager, Raone Foster at 520 for both those topics as well. All right, may or may not be funny. This is all on Zeph. Ha, ha, ha.
All right, so Brent Doherty did not send this one. I sent this one this
Okay.
time.
Pressure's on. We have a
stepping in.
100% success rate.
Yes, we do. And so I was driving home last night, and I was on my phone, like everybody tells me not to be, but whatever.
Zeph,
Zeph,
no.
I'm not going to lie to the people.
you might hit a zebra.
It might.
I'm not gonna lie
Might.
to them.
That,
You've got to be careful, Zeph.
First off, the fact that it's a possibility in Tennessee is wild, but we'll move past that. And so I came across this clip from CBS, and it's basically the NFL headlines from training camp. And I thought it was pretty funny, so here we go.
We have breaking news out of training camp where, get this, every single player has reported to camp in the best shape of their lives, something we haven't seen since, well, last year. More breaking news coming in. That rookie that we had high hopes for just dropped a pass during a drill, so I think we can definitively say his career over. Oh, and this just in about all those players in the best shape of their lives. They're reporting in bigger and stronger and yet somehow lighter and faster at the same time. More breaking news coming in. That guy who dropped the pass, well, he just made an insane grab and it's exploding on TikTok right now. I think this guy could be a Hall of Famer. A young QB is drawing rave reviews after going a perfect 11 for 11 in a scrimmage against the practice squad. I said practice twice. Oh, it's supposed to be that way. Oh, that's who the practice squad practices against. Okay.
That's pretty good stuff.
That is good. It is
you guys give
so
him thumbs
true.
up?
Who was it?
Absolutely.
It sounded like Huff. That's something he would have
Oh, I don't know who it
It
was.
does sound like Huff. It wasn't
so
Huff,
true.
but it came from CBS Sports.
Okay.
That was dead on too.
Yes,
right?
it was.
Always good.
Those are
Harold
the
says
overreactions.
on YouTube, Seth, the Braves do not suck. They are the 12th best team in the NL. # Mayor. That's really funny.
That may or may not be funny too.
Yeah.
That was one.
This one I don't get, Seth. You might. Richie says, hey, Seth, my French toast ready yet? Dan and I have been waiting.
Am I supposed to be making some? I don't work at Cracker Barrel anymore.
It's over.
That's right.
That doesn't mean you
It's
can't
over.
make French toast. I mean,
Well, I
once,
can,
once
but,
you
like-
learn how to do that.
Am I going to get paid for this French toast?
That's a great question, though. I would want to know if my services would be paid for too.
Yeah.
Well, if you're paying me, sure, I'll come over and make French
It better
toast.
be good, though, Zoe.
It better be like the best French toast
There
ever.
you go.
See, that's a much better
What's your
charitable
hourly
idea.
rate?
Yeah, right. That's a much better charitable idea than Josh Ward running 40 miles in one day.
Oh, I would definitely.
Hey, I saw he hit his goal though.
He did.
Yep.
Thanks to 3HL listeners.
Way to
Y'all
go,
are the
guys.
best.
Shortly after the show. Yeah, he was at 89% when he came on with us and then went over, I don't know, an hour after. He can still take donations, though, at josh40.com for the Second Harvest Food Bank. And, yeah, he ran 40 miles yesterday in one day.
That still don't seem real.
Before he worked.
Yeah, then he did the last segment of the Josh and Swing show.
That's every bit of Forrest Gump.
Oh, Lord have mercy. He's way over his $15,000 goal now.
Is it? What is it?
$20,138.
Way to go, y'all.
Dang.
Way to rail.
Nice.
615-737-1045. Richie says he loves the Cracker Barrel French toast.
I've not had it.
I haven't either. I've never even thought about getting French toast going to Cracker Barrel. It's pancakes. Mama's.
No, it's fried okra.
Those are very different
Chicken and
things.
dumplings, fried okra, fried catfish. That was my pregnancy go-to.
Really?
It was COVID, so you couldn't eat in any of the restaurants when I was
You got
pregnant.
real Southern during your pregnancy.
So I would get to go fried catfish, fried okra. when I
And
was
chicken
pregnant.
and dumplings? Uh-huh. Wow, Babsy. Way to go.
You remember what did I gain? What did I gain, Mayor? Like 70 pounds when I was pregnant?
Listen, there's no
It's
way
like
I'm jumping
60.
into that.
Yeah, it was bad. It was
You
not
was
good.
like, you was going to get it.
My
I ate, like-
safe staying out of that one.
I'm cool.
Yeah. I would eat, Mr. Babs would make me a cake,
Really?
eat the whole cake.
Oh, you wanted it all.
I wanted fried okra and cake. Those were my cravings.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
It's an odd combination.
I know.
Do you eat that now?
No,
You want to eat? Yeah.
I do love fried okra. I still
Yeah.
love fried okra, but I will not
Cravings
eat a
are
cake.
crazy.
Well, you started in on the steroid kick, and everybody said that would make you hungry. What are you doing there?
I'm controlling it.
Good job, Babsy.
I still can't hear out of my ear. Still feels like there's
Can't they,
water in it.
can't they pour some liquid Drano down your ear or something?
I don't know. I want to rip my hair out.
That's like, you
Yeah,
want to talk about cringe?
Yeah, that
Latest
was one.
cringe right
Yeah,
there.
Liquid Drano. That'll do it.
That'll clean you out.
Definitely.
615-737-1045. Rhonda says, danger, Mayor. Usually I
She's
jump
like,
into
don't say
stuff.
anything.
I jump into stuff like that, but I knew better that time. 615-737-1045. What are your
It's okay. I
two
grew a life in my belly.
Yes, you did.
out of my belly?
Very important life.
What are your two biggest
little
positional
feisty life.
concerns about the Titans in 2025?
Mine.
Yes.
Go ahead, Yor. You go.
No, I'm anxious to go through the positions a little bit with Cosell.
Okay.
Like if we can get, 2, 3, 4 positions that everybody kind of agrees on, and then we'll just go through those with Cosell and Savage, I think that would be an interesting conversation. And that's why I asked 2, because I think a lot of us might say offensive line still, or you know what I mean? Like,
it's not my main concern right now.
What's your main concern, Slade?
My main concern would be edge.
Okay.
And it may be offensive line.
Still.
Yeah. But I'll go elsewhere. Edge and linebacker. Edge and middle linebacker. Like okay. I told you.
Inside linebacker.
Yeah, Cody Barton has my attention. I like the way.
You like the conversation with Buck.
Yeah, buddy. I like that. I like that. He's engaged and the mic'd up. Like he's not only doing good by himself, but he's coaching guys up. I love that.
Awesome. Who's with him?
No, that's a good one. Mm-hmm.
There's competition there.
The big safety, Jameson Williams. Is that his name? James Williams?
I think the upside is highest with him.
Cody Barton.
No, James Williams.
Yeah. You got him. You got
I was just looking at that chart. I was like,
did they bring Otis Reese back?
Yes.
He's
one of the 3.
Yeah. Like the other guys
Seriously,
who were named were so young.
There are Titans fans that don't even know who Otis Reese is.
And he played last year.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know that he's like every down guy. You know what I mean? Because he's slight in size, but man, that dude flies the football.
Yeah.
He's always around the ball.
Cedric Gray's
the other. Those are the 3.
Right.
So that's where the competition
lies. Is a year
going
to help him? I mean, is he going to stay healthy? Like, so clearly by my responses and my wet blankets to you guys, that is one of my concerns.
Yeah.
The linebacker position as a whole.
Yeah. The edge guys.
If you're talking about edge and you want to believe in edge, you have to believe in Arden Key having more of a role than being a situational player, which he's always been. And you have to believe in Draymond Jones coming in from Seattle and being utilized differently than he was there.
And see, I don't know a lot about Draymond Jones. Jones. I don't know a lot about. Arden Key, I do think the potential is there. It's always like, we know he got a motor. We know he's engaged.
But what if he's just not meant to be
that guy?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
if
he's great in his role,
absolutely,
but his role doesn't need to be more than what it is.
Like half the reps,
right?
Yeah.
So Draymond
that's
Jones.
My concern. I think there are a lot of those guys on this roster.
Draymond Jones is like, what is he? 6'3", 290, something like that. Like he's a big dude.
6'3", 280. Yep, you're right there.
Okay, 6'3", 280. So I think certainly a lot of people will agree with you, Slay Dog, on edge rusher, and I may be there too.
Okay,
but I think you also have to entertain offensive line not being there yet, just because they haven't been. Like we all think they'll be better because of what they've done in the offseason and moving Latham to the right side and Zeitler, veteran presence at right guard next to Latham, but you also have to believe in. What's his name? Center.
We just don't know what Cushenberry is going to be.
Cushenberry with the Achilles.
Although there's been some good reports about him being able to push off and do all that already. So
I'm more not. I'm not. I'm comfortable with watching them grow.
I'm concerned when it comes to depth. That's where it's concerning.
That's the last 2 years for them. Yeah.
I mean, that's the last 4 years for them.
True, Babs.
Unfortunately, but I think you can say offensive line as far as
no.
offensive line as far as depth. But I like what they have ready that they've pieced together as long as Cushenberry's good for starting positions.
Do you know what's interesting to me is that we haven't mentioned quarterback, and you have a rookie starting his first game.
Yep.
It's the number 1 overall pick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not just going to write him off into being, great.
I'm not either, but I'm not worried about it.
I'm not either.
But I just think I'm not either. No, I just think it's funny that we didn't mention.
Do you think anybody is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, Mike called in the other day. He thinks Cam Ward's going to get killed.
Yeah, but Mike is.
Is that his name? Mike from Old Hickory?
Old Hickory, yeah. Shout out to Mike.
We should give him his own segment
He should.
Mike
every week.
wants Will Levis
That's right.
to start. Cam Ward to sit for a year.
No, I think he said like 4 or 5 games.
Oh, I thought he said a year.
Not 4 or 5 games, then bring him in.
Oh,
I mean, I don't hate that.
okay.
Don't give me that look.
Well, it's not as far out there as I thought, but yeah.
If he's trotted out there,
In game 1.
Will Levis.
That might call
Okay,
him Levis.
now he said he switched up. He went 1 year, 4 to 5 games, 2 years. Like he said 3 different time frames during that whole conversation. So I don't know which one he actually believed.
I tell you what, if Will trots out there, would do me a solid favor. Just me personally, not all the Titans.
In Denver.
Yeah, in Denver. Not all the Titans nation. So the game doesn't get turned off. What I would like for you to do, Titans, since we doing pats on the backs and letting guys go out there, bring my guy Traylon out there too. Then
Oh, stop.
I'm just saying, hey, I mean, if it's hope,
Wait, are you ever going to let that go?
absolutely not. Not till the Titans let him go. And then when they let him go, then the Titans will let me go until somebody else emerges. I will hang Traylon Burks' jersey right up here on this wall as retired.
I'll verify. I rode to Murfreesboro with you. Traylon Burks right there in the back seat.
He's right there. My guy's always
Riding along.
always with me, baby.
He's still drinking.
I just said do it for me, not all the Titans nation though.
Hey, so what about you, Mayor? I mean, I think we agree. We've been pretty. I mean, I think the defensive side of the ball is a little worrisome up front. I mean, and even what are they even on the back end?
I think it's more potential back on the back
I
side.
agree
though.
with you, and I'm not as
Right.
worried. We don't know what's going to happen with Snead.
That's the one.
Don't know Snead, but you do like McCurry.
Brownlee.
You do like Brownlee. You know
Right.
what you have there now.
You gotta know what you got in your safety.
Monty
And
Hooker.
Brownlee takes another step, like you're golden.
Yeah, like 2-3 safeties next to Monty Hooker.
Yep.
You can
Yeah.
plug and play. But that I'm with you on
The
that.
Snead question too is will there be some kind of with this entire incident that happened? Will
Yeah.
there be, league discipline? Is he going to be missing? Like, what's the
Right,
what's
I
the
keep
whole
forgetting
deal?
about that. Shouldn't we know now what's on that video camera?
I feel like at
With
this
Snead?
point, it's
Shouldn't we know?
it's not a criminal case. It's a civilian, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if he was the one that pulled the trigger,
We would be hearing more.
we
about
would
that.
know. The cops would have already arrested him.
You would think,
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they have it on video at a car lot. Somebody
Like,
has
why is there
accused
not a
him.
Criminal
Investigation?
investigation or charges? or
I don't
anything
know,
going?
but you guys brought up Traylon Burks, and I remember Brian Callahan talking about is he heavier than he needs to be coming off the injury?
Right now, I think anybody coming off a significant surgery and rehab is always going to be probably off their full playing weight, just because of the nature of not being able to do the types of
Great
things
answer.
over a long period of time when you're rehabbing. So he's in his rehab process. The conditioning part is sort of coming along with it. I don't see any ill effects, but again, Trey's also he's just a bigger body as it is. So I'm pretty pleased with where he's at, and we'll see as he gets back to more consistent running and ability to get in shape. And he reported to camp last year in pretty dang good shape, so I'm expecting the same.
Yeah, that's why I am with it. Like, yeah,
Couldn't make it through camp without getting hurt, but
from one big body guy to another. Hey, we'll be all right.
I saw your face. You were like,
Yeah, that's it.
Wasn't that a great answer, though? Callahan gives the good stuff, man.
He understands, man. Like, how much you want me to do? You know what I mean? ACL is not all weight bearing when you get released. So let's strengthen that bad boy up. Then we get listen, what are we in? We June. Hey, we got plenty of time.
do you
barely.
remember
Just barely.
Yeah, just barely.
how
7 weeks.
under the radar his injury was?
Yeah.
Like, there were numerous times
Good
in the
point.
last 5 months that I even forgot what it was.
Yep.
Because it was just like, oh, well, he hadn't been around again.
That's not good.
And then Callie was just like, oh, yeah, by the way, it's a torn ACL.
I love him.
Okay.
I love him to death. Like, but that's not good for nobody to know or notice.
Or notice.
You have a
Or
torn
ask.
ACL.
That means no one really chased it. Like, nobody cared enough to.
Also, nobody asked.
Yeah, that's
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm pretty sure that Callie said it in passing. He wasn't even asked about
Nah,
it.
yeah, just trailing has a torn ACL.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Moving on. Johnny in the chat, HC is the most concerning.
Okay.
I think a lot of people may feel like that.
Head coach?
Head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, just because of what he had to bog down and do.
From last year?
Yeah, like I'm saying, like even from like week 8 on, it was like all right, you're not gonna get an opportunity to see the full playbook. You're just not.
Right.
One,
I'm handcuffed.
I don't trust it. Just don't. And I could throw it out there, but surrender Cobras and all these running the triple option when we ain't even got an option play called, like it's a lot. I can't do it. That's what Callahan did. So
Snort.
I understand where the people are coming from with that.
So when I ask the question, what are your two biggest positional concerns about the Titans in 2025? You go edge rusher, offensive line?
No, edge rusher, inside linebacker.
Inside linebacker. Then O-line maybe third? Before quarterback?
Yeah.
I was just curious.
Yeah. I can go. Like, I can be persuaded into that one. I'm not that concerned about the offensive line because I feel like Bill Callahan was able to go get his guys.
Yeah.
I think last year was a patchwork, last moment. What we got out of here? All right,
Here's
give me
what we
somebody.
got.
Come on. Coach them up, Bill. Figure it out. Whatever you do. Now you had an opportunity to see the free agent market, see guys you can pick from, watch film on guys, know who they are, and have a foundation that you're able to build off of with Dan Moore coming in, Latham going back to his natural spot, Skoronski there. Hey, I'm all right.
We'll revisit Babs's two biggest potential concerns about the Titans when we come back. I'll offer mine. And we want yours. 615-737-1045. What are your two biggest positional concerns about the Titans in 2025? 615-737-1045. Change is always happening. Hey, it's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten. Classics are remixed. Bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. But no matter how things change in 5 years, there's one thing that will stay the same: the price of your internet. Xfinity is introducing a 5-year price guarantee. It means you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with the best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Well, life is full of them. Full of something. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at Xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees are extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
Welcome back in to 3HL right here, 104.5, The Zone. What's happening, good people? Check this out, man. We just asked the question, what are your biggest concerns? 2 of your biggest concerns. I just had a partner of mine, man, my guy Carlos, man, a huge Titans fan, wrote in and said the running backs room, Zeph. The running backs room is one that concerns him. And also a rookie quarterback. So got a rookie quarterback and a running backs room. Now, this is the thing. I thought Tony Pollard did a great job under the circumstances last year, running the rock, carrying the load with Tajay Spears being in and out. Now, you also got to remember, too, Tajay Spears had to take on other responsibilities, which was also shored up by bringing in, isn't it Bones Jones? Bones Jones, the special teams coordinator. So that special teams situation should be fine. He should be able to go get his guys and have that locked in. But
it should be better.
Yeah, so I was saying, better. A friend of mine texted me and was like, man, I'm concerned about that running back room because they were both hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where that came from. But with them both being hurt, I think some of the workload will be
I'm not worried about
limited.
That
yeah, I'm not either. If Tajay Spears never had to go to what's the name?
Somebody texted Slay and somebody in the chat said the running backs room is a concern for them.
Yeah.
That might be my
I was wondering about that one, too.
Really?
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not at all.
I mean,
I'm wondering
honestly,
if people thought that, though.
Every position group is somewhat of a concern because there's
not that one, though, right?
No depth. I don't think that one is. I think Spears is fine.
You know what I'm concerned about?
I did say rookie quarterback, though.
I locked myself downstairs and had to go, all the way back. That's why I was late coming in here. Sorry about that.
You locked yourself out?
I locked myself downstairs.
I went and got Slay's food for him. He doesn't need to be walking.
Yeah, you know what the other thing is? Like when I sit down in this seated position, that's the problem. So I can't keep my leg extended and be comfortable the whole time, so I bend it. And then when I got to get up and walk, that's the problem.
You know, it'd be cool if we had a hot tub in here and you can just sit in the hot tub.
Babs got one.
Yeah, that won't be weird at all. Oh, let's just do the show from my house.
Bingo!
From the backyard.
There you go.
Kirby on
Can
Kirby.
we do that?
We had to get rid of all the groundhogs and snakes, though.
Groundhogs.
There's a massive groundhog. And he just messes with the dogs outside the fence.
He's outside messing with them.
Is that the one that's blind in one eye?
No, I think that one might be in heaven with the
groundhog.
pups.
Big groundhog in the sky.
Yeah, big guy.
That one just ran around in circles because he was blind in one eye.
He was so cute. He was so cute.
Nobody gonna speak up on him.
Oh, wait a minute.
He straight would come up my stairs on my deck. Yep.
Trying to get a good eye.
Get a treat.
How is it such a Disney movie over at your place?
I don't know. It's not like I live on a farm or anything.
Animal farm.
Y'all, the size of the snake that was next door will make you never want to go in my backyard ever.
Yeah,
Bandyman AD2 says Baby Babs could be the fourth host.
Yeah, absolutely.
She has been on the show recently. There's no telling what she's going to say.
She does a great job.
She was all in on hockey last night.
Yeah.
Wouldn't go to bed.
Oh, she was?
Yep.
My girl gonna find
I'm like, it's
John
time
Henry.
for bed. No, hockey.
John Henry needs to put her to work, man. Get her a job over there at the Preds, man. Special assistant
the
to
weirdest
the
thing. It's not like we
Barry
sit around
Trotz.
and watch all hockey games, you know?
man. Speaking of the Preds, Arvittson had a move last night. Boy, he was Spinderellaing himself. Missed the shot, but it was
Speaking of the
it's really good.
past Preds.
Yeah. 615-737-1045. So where were you? 2 biggest concerns positionally? Babs?
Offensive line depth.
Yeah.
So I say offensive line because of the depth.
I mean, the swing guy's going to be a rookie, right? Basically. Or Corey Levin. Is he back? He's back.
And linebacker position as a whole.
So you're just lumping in
I'm just lumping
inside
it all,
linebacker,
all
edge
together.
rusher. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is that cheating? It might be.
Yeah. But,
But you get it.
Yeah.
what am I going to do? Come at you? You're on steroids.
Make your own
Yeah,
rules.
no, not today.
How are you sleeping?
Not very good.
Okay. See, we need to know these things, Slay.
You feeling
But see,
strong?
it didn't. I have felt great.
There you go.
Like my body doesn't hurt. You know,
Inflammation,
prednisone for the
no
win,
problem.
no
Yep.
problem. Yeah, all of that. But then now I'm like the irritability has set in.
Uh-oh.
Like today, I'm bleh,
Be careful, Zeph.
just irritable. Irritable. Probably because I'm not sleeping great.
You can watch the show, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch.
Mr.
please.
Keefe Center is uncertainty.
Yes, and that is fair because Cushionberry's coming off injury.
That has to be a big thing. Like if you're gonna go offensive line on this question, that has to be a big part of it, right? Like,
And he's not
that's
coming
a large
off
man.
just injury. He's coming off an Achilles.
An Achilles.
Yeah.
And a large man coming off Achilles is kind of a different thing to me.
Scary.
They're different. I'm all right.
You're all right on it for now?
For now. Yeah.
You good at left tackle?
Yes,
No.
I am.
Really?
After getting Ramone's breakdown.
See, that's what turned it for me and Cosell too.
Yeah.
Because Cosell doesn't keep up with the stats. So
Right.
when we asked him about him, and I told him, look, he gave up more sacks than anyone last year, 12. And he was like, really? Like the tape shows that he played well, is what the film shows.
A lot of those should have been credited to someone else.
And that Russell Wilson escapes pockets and
Yeah.
things like that.
I think you also gotta go, and he was playing two of the best. Well, no, three of the best edge rushers that you
Right.
can run up against. with
Quarterback
T.J. Watt,
wreak havocers.
yeah, Miles Garrett,
Garrett.
and Hendrickson. Like,
Yep.
Yep.
Trey Hendrickson. Yep.
I wonder what.
I think that was 7 of the 12.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's playing them twice a year each.
615-737-1045. Dan Moore is the left tackle that we're talking about coming in from the Steelers. When we come back, Tennessee pitcher Brandon Arvittson will join us. Tennessee headed to Arkansas for the Super Regional. We'll do that next. 3HL 1045 The Zone. I want to tell you about my friends at eSpaces. My guy, John Pirtle, the president and CEO, doing great work with these guys. Such a great idea, and they are here for you. eSpaces, redefining co-working with exceptional offices for every business. Just check them out online, see what they got going, espaces.com. There are all 15 locations online. You can see that. No, it's warm, Babs. It's not cold in here. Cool Springs at Corporate Center opening next month, and Brentwood at City Park next month as well. So that'll be 15 locations. Again, espaces.com. This is an organization, and the buildings are designed for entrepreneurs, teams, and established professionals, featuring private offices. They've got team suites for you. They've got meeting rooms, fully equipped, 24/7 access. They've got flexible terms. Beautiful professional spaces that are move-in ready. Whether you are scaling up or just getting started, eSpaces provides flexibility without compromise. Want to check it out? Tours available now. Reserve your space early. Visit espaces.com. That's espaces.com, espaces.com.
Good afternoon. It is 4 o'clock. I'm Justin Bonanno, live from the 104.5 The Zone studio. In NFL news today, four-time NFL MVP Aaron Rodgers has informed the Pittsburgh Steelers he'll fly to Pittsburgh on Friday and intends to sign a one-year deal with the team prior to next week's minicamp. According to Indianapolis Colts head coach Shane Steichen, quarterback Anthony Richardson is dealing with a shoulder injury and will not participate in minicamp next week. It is reportedly the same right shoulder Richardson injured in 2023 and subsequently had surgery on. For the NBA Finals are finally back tonight as the Thunder host the Pacers for Game 1 in Oklahoma City. Tip-off for that one at 7:30 p.m. on ABC. For our foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Three HL 104.5 The Zone. Happy Thursday. Almost here, man. Weekend is almost here.
Let's go.
I've almost done it. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay with you.
Yeah.
Slay Dog, you looking forward to a little baseball this weekend?
Absolutely. I need them to get this done, preferably over the weekend. So Monday, I, along with Vol Nation, can act a damn fool.
What jersey are you
Period.
going with?
I'm gonna go.
Your cream?
I'm gonna go cream, and I'm gonna go white Sunday.
Okay.
I wonder if the team knows which uniforms they're wearing which days. Brandon Arvittson joins us now, left-handed pitcher for the Tennessee Volunteers. Brandon, what's up, man? How are you?
Good. How are you, man?
Doing great. Do you know the uniform combination yet?
No, we usually know like the day of.
Do y'all get, like, say in that?
Some people might. I don't. Yeah.
What's your favorite?
I like the smoky grays.
You do?
Those are probably my favorite. Yeah.
I ain't seen them on
They're
the
pretty
market
sweet.
to be sold either.
You don't have one of those, do you?
It's kind of exclusive. Brandon, whenever you get ready to hang it up, brother, just, leave one outside the doorstep and I'll scoop it and go.
All right.
I don't know if his jersey will fit you.
I don't matter. I'll leave it unbuttoned. It's cool.
Oh, yeah, that's the new thing.
Brandon, yeah, Slay's 6'8", so
Yeah.
he's out there.
I gotcha.
From Texas, and speaking of Texas, you were dealing that day in the SEC tournament. We were doing the show and watching those filthy two-strike pitches, those off-speed things. What were you feeling that day, man? It looked like it was personal for sure.
I wouldn't say personal. I think I was just pretty locked in. Obviously there was a little incentive pitching against Texas, but what people don't realize too is we had a chance to host after that game if we won it.
Yep.
So I think everybody was just really focused on winning that ball game.
I told Vitella, we had Tony V on last week, and it looked like a couple of different times that there were two-strike pitches you threw that you were setting up something to come back with, where guys like swung at a fastball that was out of the zone because they knew what was coming next. Did you feel like that?
Yeah, it felt like everything was working for me that day, and I was getting a lot of swing and misses.
Can you tell in the bullpen before you go out there that you have it like that?
Not necessarily. Sometimes you have really good bullpens, then you go out to the field and you pitch like crap. And then sometimes you have bad bullpens and you pitch really good. So it's like it all matters when the batter steps in.
Is it tough to like kind of forget about the previous pitch? Like if you don't have it necessarily, like you're trying to find it, is it tough to kind of just be in the moment there?
I think it can be if it keeps stacking and you keep making bad pitches. But I think the goal is just always focusing on the next one. Because you can get out of it pretty quick if you make some good pitches.
Brandon Arvittson with us on 3HL. How incredible was that environment on Monday?
Oh, it's pretty cool, man. I mean, that's definitely why I came here, for an experience like that. And the fans were just amazing. That game was amazing. And glad we got it done.
I mean, just the energy and the emotion. I mean, we were talking about, was it Fisher that went around first base backwards?
Yeah, it was awesome.
What was the talk in the within the team about that move?
Well, apparently he doesn't even remember any of it. He blacked out. So
That's what I would say too.
yeah, there wasn't. I guess they asked him what was going through his head, and he said he didn't know. So
That's great.
I was kind of when he went around first and turned around like that, I was kind of watching the second baseman to see if he might try something.
No, I think they were in shock at what he was doing too.
Yeah.
They were just watching him like we were.
Brandon Arvittson, left-handed pitcher for the Vols, headed to Arkansas in the Super Regional, and your performance definitely helped your team get that host slot in the regional again. Slay Dog, you want to do what you do?
Yeah, man, Brandon. Let's an opportunity for you to walk into this room. This room is called the Boom Boom Room. Now, when you go in, the door is locked behind you. We just had Tony V in there last week.
He loves going in.
Yeah, he's excited about going in. Hyper likes to go in there quite a bit. But you going in as a player, when you go in, it's just us just in there having a conversation. You got to answer everything truthfully to the best of your ability in order for the door to be unlocked and you get out. If not, you're going in and into the basement with the lost souls, and there's only 2 meals a day in there, 1 cot. Y'all fight over it. So do you agree to these terms?
I agree.
Lock the door, Zelf. Brandon Arvittson, first and foremost, man, going into the Boom Boom Room. First, you got to tell me, what's a nickname that you go by?
They just call me Arv, A-R-V, for my last name.
Like it. All right, Arv, since we on the first name, nickname basis in the Boom Boom Room. Coming out of Texas, out of the state of Texas, how much did you have to fight to get over the stigma of this just being a football state and get some notoriety baseball-wise?
Baseball's huge there.
Right.
I moved from California at the end of elementary school, and obviously football is huge, and you hear about it all the time. But baseball is absolutely huge there, and there's so much talent from every part of the state. So it wasn't really hard, to be honest. It's right there at every school.
Love that. That's so easy. Favorite meal after a big time win? You get 1 meal to prep. What is the meal that you're gonna go with?
Probably some pasta of some sort.
Okay, you just gonna go with the normal training table food, huh? That's what you gonna go with, Arv?
I'm a huge pasta guy.
I
was really expecting some barbecue or something.
Well, I mean,
Texas and Tennessee.
No.
Yeah.
All right,
Wings or something.
Yeah, that would be good too. You have 1 player to pick from any sport at the University of Tennessee to fill in for 1 inning. Who do you go and pick?
Ooh.
At any position. It could be any position. You just gotta you just need you need motivation, you need something, but they gotta be on your team for 1 inning. Who are you going to pick from any sport at the University of Tennessee?
I
like this.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I like this. I like this.
I loved watching Dylan Sampson play. I feel like he'd be a good plug-in player.
I like that. A little pinch runner. Okay, all right, I like that. So get him a run around the base.
Pinch runner.
Yeah, that pinch runner, not pinch hitter, nothing like that. We ain't, yeah. All right, Arv. So tell me this: another time that you have been locked in, you've been zoned out. You talked about Fisher going around the bases, kind of blacked out. You got an opportunity to have a blackout in the game and don't remember?
Yeah. I'd say the Texas game, like innings 6 through 9, I don't really remember them. Was just up there kind of in the zone making pitches, and then I blinked and it was the 10th inning.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What does that feel like? We taught, obviously, Slay played professional basketball. I played volleyball in college, but the zone moment, that just being in the zone as an athlete, what does it feel like?
I'd say your head is just pretty clear.
Yeah.
You're not really thinking up there good or bad. I just look at the pitch call that I get from our coaches and then make that pitch, and then you don't really remember anything, to be honest. It just kind of happens, takes over.
Such a cool feeling.
Yeah. Last one, I'm going to let you out of the Boom Boom Room. Give me something on Coach Tony Vitello that you will always remember, whether it been a saying, a moment, something in the locker room, when he take you guys to the outfield after a win, something that you'll remember and you'll be like, man, I would love to relive that one more time.
A celebration.
Anything.
Oh, it had to be the when he jumped into Liam's arms the other day. That was crazy. 'Cause I was standing in front of them, and then he's like running at me, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And then Liam was behind me, and he jumped up in his arms. It was pretty cool.
How many moments, Arv, do you all have to look at Coach Vitello and say, hey, be cool, Coach. We got this one. We got this one right.
Not very often. He's pretty even keel when it comes to being in the dugout. But after the game, I mean, he likes to celebrate the wins, which is awesome.
All right, I'm going to let you on out of the Boom Boom Room, Arv, so I know you got a big one this weekend. But if you had to switch sports, there's been a lot going on in Tennessee this past year. Which sport would you go play and just be a part of the team if you could switch one? Because you got softball, what they did, basketball, the run they went on, football. What team would you switch to?
I think I would switch to basketball. I think the basketball team, going to some of their games, is really cool to watch.
Favorite player on that basketball team?
I think it's got to be Zakai. I mean, he just plays with so much grit, and he just runs around, steals passes. No, he's really good, man.
Love that. Oh, good job in the Boom Boom Room. Let him out, Zelf.
Ooh.
Brandon Arvittson,
Arv.
Tennessee pitcher, headed to Arkansas this weekend. What do you think about that matchup with the Hogs? You pitched well in that series down there.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all excited to get going. Just play our game. It's going to be an awesome experience crowd-wise, and I'm sure they're going to say really nice things to us. But no, I think we're all excited and just have confidence in our team.
Do y'all feed off that?
Yeah, I think we do enjoy playing on the road a little bit because we kind of come closer as a team because you spend so much time with each other on flights and hotels and stuff. And then when the game time comes around, it's pretty cool seeing all the different atmospheres in college baseball.
So how would you, just kind of along those lines with what you just said about the team, how would you describe this team this year, your personality as a team? Because it's very different than maybe the team from last year.
Yeah, that's a good question.
And then you weren't there a couple years ago, but that group was wild.
Yeah.
And it kind of, actually, Monday night's game kind of, you guys kind of
a little bit of that.
felt
Yeah.
like that, yeah. Like some switch flipped.
That might have been because of opponent, though.
I'm not entirely sure, like, what our personality would be.
Yeah.
But we're just, like, so tight-knit with each other. Everybody on our roster right now is so close with each other. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What was it about Tennessee that made you choose the Vols?
Oh, just the coaching staff. I mean, when I went on a visit here and stuff last summer, just talking to Frank and Tony and Elander, and they're just really straight up with you, and they're not BSing you and telling you how good you are. They're going to tell you, like, hey, this is what we need to work on, but we'll give you an opportunity to work on it here. And obviously seeing what they did last year and the success they've had in the years prior, it was a pretty easy choice.
So Liam Doyle begs the coaching staff, like, I want in on Monday. I'm coming in. 104 pitches on Friday. I want in on Monday. He comes in, just throwing gas.
Yeah.
How much fun was it for you to watch that guy deal like that, from one pitcher to another?
It was amazing. I think when he came out and jogged out with the song playing, that place went electric. And all day it was funny, like in BP and early in the game, he was kind of just pacing around, waiting to be in a situation where he had the lead. And then we got it, courtesy of Manny and his buddy Fish.
Yeah.
And then he disappeared. I was like, where'd he go? And then he went down to the bullpen. So that was insane. That was really cool.
Brandon,
so cool.
What makes Tennessee over the last couple of years, you have guys like Chase Dollander, Liam Doyle. What makes them so good at developing pitchers that transfer in over these last couple of years?
I think one is our strength coach, Quentin Eberhardt, and then two is Frank's so good with us that, he doesn't do like all these like crazy stuff to like fix you pitching wise or try to make you better. He kind of just goes with what you have already and just like kind of goes from there. It's hard to explain how well he does with us, but you can kind of see it in the stats and stuff over the years.
Yeah, for sure. Back to Liam real quick. When batters call timeout, is that like an insult to a pitcher? Because it was funny watching him deal with that. Like, I mean, he just stared the guy down. Then, like, the infield wants to come in. He waves him off like, no, I got this. And then, I mean, one pitch to the dugout.
Yeah, I wouldn't say an insult. Honestly, it's kind of a compliment, like that you need a timeout mid at bat with no one on, because in your head you're like, oh, you're screwed, man. Like you're not seeing it well. Looks like you need a little breather. So if anything, it's a compliment.
Love it. Well, Brandon, good luck, man. We'll be watching, obviously, and we appreciate you coming on 3HL. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all having me.
All right, there you go, Brandon Arvittson. Absolutely dealing lately, and that off-speed stuff that he has is filthy.
Yeah.
So he gets you to 2 strikes, you're out of there.
He got something for you.
He got 16 outs in that Texas game. 9 of them were by strikeout.
Carried up at the Fayetteville.
5
Said he was in the zone.
Yep. Greg Cosell coming up next. We'll talk about the question that we posed earlier, 2 biggest positional concerns about the Titans, and we'll kind of go through some of those positions with Cosell from NFL Films next. 104.5 The Zone. I want to tell you about United Structural Systems, a foundation repair and waterproofing company that has served the Middle Tennessee area since 1994. They do great work. If you're in need of waterproofing help, maybe you got some symptoms with all the rain that we had, got more rain coming this weekend. It looks like standing water in your crawl space, musty odors, cracks in your basement flooring, hardwood floors cupping your house, maybe trying to tell you something. Putting off a moisture issue in your home, bad for your health, could lead to more expensive repairs down the road. USSTN.com. That is the website. These guys are there ready to help you out. USSTN.com. Keeping homes dry and stable. Foundation repair issues when it's hot, dry weather. We've had that too. Do you notice soil cracking and pulling away from your home, leaving holes or gaps next to the foundation, or your bricks cracking, walls bowing, doors or windows sticking, drywall separating? These are all signs of possible foundation issues. Your home may be trying to tell you something. USSTN.com is the website. These are the experts. They will help you out. That is their goal. We guarantee our best. Call USS 615-488-7855 or online, USSTN.com.
Want to tell you about Loan Pronto. If maybe you have some credit card debt hanging around, they can help you out. That high interest credit card debt that you just can't move on. Well, guess what? If you own a home, you have equity in your home and you can pay it all off in days. Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan is here to help. Get cash out now. Don't touch your low rate first mortgage. No appraisals. No waiting, none of the BS. The Rapid Equity Loan Program at Loan Pronto is amazing. Here's an example. One Loan Pronto client got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours, paid off debt, renovated their kitchen, and then on top of it, cut their monthly expenses by $1,800. Big turnaround there. Loan Pronto offers instant approvals, low rates, and no hard credit pull up front. Your home equity is yours. Use it. Loan Pronto A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. They've got nearly 2,500 five-star Google reviews, and their service off the charts. Start the process at loanpronto.com. Call them at 615-499-5780. Loanpronto.com at 615-499-5780. Loan Pronto, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 1661781. On approved credit, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay with you. Appreciate Brandon Arvittson, Tennessee pitcher, hopping on. Tennessee and Arkansas coming up this weekend in Fayetteville.
Nice little matchup.
Game 1 is Saturday at 4 o'clock on ESPN. Game 2 Sunday at 2 on ESPN. Game 3, if needed, on Monday. You can also listen to these games on 104.5 The Zone. You want it to be done. 2-0 Vols.
Sunday.
So you can come in here.
Go nuts. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
You sound really calm when talking about this.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, good. Should be good. Arkansas, Arkansas was like, seriously, we got to go deal with these guys. I mean, they may end up winning, I don't know, but
they got a good team.
That was a bad matchup. Having already played a 3-game series down there, and it was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas won the series, but Tennessee did take a game from them.
Yeah, Zev jinxed them a little bit.
Yeah, my bad. There will be a golden.
I appreciate the news, though.
I bet there will be a Golden Spikes finalist show off here. Liam Doyle versus the shortstop over there, Aloy, for Arkansas. So that should be a fun matchup whenever Doyle does pitch.
Did you request Doyle on the radio show?
I can't believe you didn't.
I actually requested Andrew Fisher.
Oh, okay.
Because of the run he's been on. And we got Brandon Arvittson. But Brandon Arvittson was good. So
Yes, it was.
Did you notice Arvittson said Doyle was just pacing before the game, just wanted the lead, and he said Manny Marion and his boy Fisher got the job done?
They're best friends.
Yeah. Both came from Ole Miss.
Yes, they did.
Let's talk a little football. Our guy Greg Cosell, NFL Films, NFL Matchup, among other things, with us every Thursday at 4:20-ish at Greg Cosell on X. Greg, what's up? How are you?
What's happening, guys?
Hi, Cosell.
What up, Cosell?
So we asked the question earlier in the show, what are your two biggest positional concerns about the Titans? And as you might imagine, edge rusher popped up. So I was going to ask you about Arden Key. You don't want him out there for too many reps, right? Like he's a rotational kind of guy, but can he give them more this year, do you think?
Well, to me, Key is a lot like Danico Autry, who they used to have, who's a good player, and Key's a good player, but they're not pure edge rushers. I think their value is more in their versatility, that they can line up both inside and outside and give you quality snaps. But you don't line up Key out there, as your dominant edge rusher for 50 snaps a game. So, he's a nice player. But, yeah, I don't think if you look at their roster as we speak right now, and I think that's one reason they drafted Oladejo in the second round, because the hope is to develop into that guy. But, you don't know that right now. It's only early June, and he hasn't played an NFL game, and he's only played that position for 1 year in college. But the traits are all there. But as we speak right now, they're probably hoping Draymond Jones, who is really better on the inside as well. I mean, that's what he was at Ohio State, and he was a really good pass rusher. They're hoping maybe he can give them that, but, they don't have that guy that you look at with certainty and say, okay, that guy's an edge rusher.
Right, like that guy needs to be game planned. Like they don't have that guy.
And look, I'm sure they're also hoping as well that and he's a 7th-round pick. He did get meaningful snaps a year ago, but maybe they're hoping with another year that Jalen Harrell could develop into, again, we're not talking about one of the best edge rushers in the league, but we're just talking about, can he be an edge rusher that can give you some quality snaps in third down and pure pass situations.
One of Babs' concerns is, and Slay too, inside linebacker. What do they have in Cody Barton coming in from Denver? He's been mic'd up and been really interesting, and he sounds like a really smart player. He did Buck Rising's show, and he sounded like a really smart guy. What do they have with him? Let's start there.
Yeah, he's just one of those guys that's a real smart, savvy player. Good athlete, not a great athlete, just a really solid linebacker. You know what you're going to get with him. He can play all 3 downs. You probably wouldn't say he's a dynamic impact player, but he's really, really solid. You can trust him to execute what you want executed pretty much snap after snap after snap. A really good football player. But you wouldn't put him in the category of guys that make impact plays on a weekly basis. The other inside linebacker position, I assume, is probably up in the air right now.
Yes.
The guy that probably intrigues me the most of the possibilities to play next to Cody Barton would be James Williams. But again, he had to learn a new position a year ago. He was essentially a safety at the University of Miami, although he did play in the box a lot, but it's still a totally different deal. So I'm just curious. Again, I don't know how his offseason is going. And obviously, this is his position now. He's a linebacker, not a safety. So we'll see. But obviously, they drafted Cedric Gray in the 4th round. He was a very productive college player, had kind of a lost rookie season. So, I don't have any sense at all of where he stands in the pecking order right now.
He looked, Cedric Gray looked okay towards the end of the year, right? When he came back, but
the Colts
he was
really
lost early on when he first got to camp.
Yeah, it's hard, for guys who didn't play a lot, and this includes James Williams, and I hope people don't think that I said James Williams is going to step in and be great. You just don't know. Because now you're dealing with guys that have to go through another year of a training camp. And if memory serves me, didn't Cedric Gray miss most of training camp a year ago?
He did. Yeah, because he got injured towards the middle of camp. Yeah.
The game that stuck out for me with Gray was the Indianapolis game. I think he ended up with 15 tackles, but they had Cosell, they had 300 yards rushing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And tackles can be, one of those deceptive statistics for linebackers.
Yes.
But anyway, the point is he was very productive in college. They drafted him in the 4th round, which, again, is not a throwaway pick, but it's obviously not a pick where you say that guy's definitely going to be a starter. So we just have to wait and see on him. So we'll see where that goes. That's a position of need. They need another inside backer. I think the other thing we don't know, or maybe you guys know, I'm not there, although I'll be there next week. What is L'Jarius Sneed's status at this point? Is he going to play? Is he going to be ready to play?
I think that's
a great question. Know. From injury to off the field stuff, who knows?
I know. So, if he can't go, then, Brownlee will start at one outside corner, but then who's the other outside corner? I know Baker played reasonably well a year ago, but, I think that would probably be a position of concern going into season.
Greg Cosell with us, NFL Films, NFL Matchup at Greg Cosell on X.
All right, bigger concern, Cosell, the left tackle with Dan Moore walking in, or are you okay with Draymond Jones? Which one do you feel more comfortable with when watching film as far as the transition to this team?
Oh, you mean, Dan Moore to me is just
on defense.
Yeah. Dan Moore's to me a solid left tackle, not one of the top 3 or 4 in the league,
right? But
you can line up and play with Dan Moore. Keep one thing in mind is that Pittsburgh was a team that ran the ball a lot. So, the question, I don't want to say it's a question, but the one thing that you really want to make sure that he can do at a higher level or a good enough level that it's not a concern is one-on-one pass protect on 3rd down and in pure pass situations. That's really the litmus test for tackles in the NFL is when they pass protect in pure pass situations, which obviously includes 3rd down, because no offensive coordinator, and I guarantee, even though Brian Callahan is not officially the offensive coordinator, no offensive coach wants to be in a situation in pure pass situations where they either have to chip with a tight end or a back or keep a back or tight end in as a primary pass protector, because then you're limited in what you can do with your pass game. And no offensive coach wants that to be the case. So the number one litmus test is Dan Moore one-on-one pass protection on pure pass situations, which he's proven he can do. You just want to make sure he can do it at a consistent enough level. And obviously, J.C. Latham is moving back to the position he played in college, but there may be a transition there as well because he didn't do it last year.
Now, Draymond Jones, going back to the defensive side, as far as the edge guy, what does he bring on film?
Yeah, that's a big question. I mean, I know that's where they want to play him, and he has done that in the league where he's played outside. But as I said, at Ohio State, he was basically a three technique inside rusher and was really good coming out.
Gotcha.
I remember doing him in our draft matchup show because I thought he was a really good inside pass rusher. So, the big question is, can he give you something as an edge player, which is obviously where they want to play him. I mean, he's not going to play D tackle. He's certainly not going to play D tackle in passing situations. So, they're looking to him to be an edge rusher. And, I think that's a question. I don't want to say it's a problem. We don't know, but it's just a question. It's too early to have definitive answers to that question.
With the offensive line, what it was last year, Cosell, when watching the film, was it more opportunities for Pollard and Tajay Spears, or you think you kind of tapped out of what you could get knowing what the offensive line was out of the running backs room?
Offensive linemen, even if they're not great players, tend to be better run blockers just because it's more of a proactive type activity. They're going forward. They're firing off the ball. Pass protection is a whole different animal. That's where you tend to get exposed more because that's reactive. And if you're just not very good or you don't have the traits, that becomes a hard deal. So, I wouldn't expect Pollard. I mean, Pollard rushed for over 1,000 yards a year ago. If the offense works the way it's supposed to, it's not as if he's going to rush for 1,600 yards. Slay. He's not necessarily going. The production's probably not going to be significantly better if he's healthy and can play. The run game was okay a year ago. I mean, that was not really a major issue in their offense, the run game. Now, Spears missed some time. He got hurt. He's more of the secondary back. And obviously because you draft a quarterback number one, you certainly don't want to have Cam Ward have to drop back 40 times, every single week. But you probably also feel that Ward can do more things just because the traits are higher level.
Mm-hmm. Did you see growth throughout the year from Skoronski ending the year, should I say?
I feel like Skoronski's been up and down. I in some ways I'm waiting for him to be better than he is. And I don't mean he's bad. It's not as if he's bad and he can't play, but I'm waiting for him to become a really good guard, and again, you can start making lists, top 5, this, that, who knows? But, I know when he came out, I had a friend who was on the staff at Northwestern. I spoke to other people in the league. Pretty much everybody I spoke to thought that Skoronski would be a higher level guard. They knew he wouldn't play tackle in the league, but they thought he'd be a higher level guard. I think we're kind of still waiting a bit for that to be the case. But obviously he's going to be the left guard. I think having Kevin Zeitler, there is going to help a lot. Those veteran mentorship. I did something where I heard Rondé Barber speak the other day, obviously not about offensive line play, but just about growth of young players in general. And he said there were 2 things that were critical. He said, one is coaching, and we know Bill Callahan's among the best. And he said, but just as important is veteran mentorship. And, you hope now bringing in a Zeitler, Cushenberry, I think, is that kind of guy too. And obviously he got hurt, early in the season. Dan Moore is not a big time veteran, but he's been around. So, you just hope that really helps. Veteran mentorship. I think Zeitler is the most important guy in that regard.
Good stuff, Cosell. Appreciate you hopping on as always. Have a great weekend, my friend.
All right, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Yep. We'll see you next week. Greg Cosell coming in
you.
for camp next week.
I bet I'm just jumping all over because just say, give us a rundown of the whole offensive line and the edge guys.
That was good. I mean, that was good stuff there.
I mean, we kind of did that, but yeah.
Right.
3HL presented by Ferguson Home. Bring your vision to Ferguson Home where it all comes together. FergusonHome.com. Speaking of Bill Callahan, he talked about the acclimation period for this new group, and will it happen faster than it did last year? We'll play that cut for you next. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
Time to upgrade some things in your home, like maybe, I don't know, your windows and your doors. Yep. Pella Windows in Nashville, Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. That's who you need to call, or you need to go see their showroom, because their 2 showrooms they have are amazing. You can pull different windows out of the walls. You can look at different colors, options, styles. I mean, they have absolutely everything from custom to simple, and you can see it all at their showroom in Franklin, 277 Mallory Station Road in Franklin, or at their newest showroom in Hendersonville, 256 East Main Street, right there at the corner of East Main on Indian Lake Boulevard. Awesome showrooms, and they always have people that are there to help you. Pella is celebrating 100 years in business this year, which means they do things right, lifetime warranties on their products, and then on top of it, Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville backs up their work with a 10-year labor warranty on top of it, which is leading in the industry. Ask them for the Dawn deal, and they'll take care of you. And for June, 60% off. Is it June? Yeah, June. 60% off qualifying installations plus 0% APR for 36 months. Tell them to tell you all about it. Just ask for the Dawn deal and schedule a free consultation online. Here's your website, PellaNashville.com.
All right, y'all, what's happening is Bart Durham injury law, and I tell you this number all the time, and you ought to have it on speed dial or just memorized by now. 615-242-9000. You hear how easy that is? Yeah. Well, that's how easy it is for Bart Durham and them to go fight. You get to sit back, kick your feet up, and know it's getting handled, whether it be a big truck accident or just a normal car accident. They are experienced in both, and they go and win. You understand that? They get exactly what compensation you deserve every single time. They're not going to let you down. I'm telling you that. Blair Durham and the team always ready to go out there and fight. It's not a fair fight when you go against these insurance companies if that comes from a big truck accident. So let them go out there and fight for you. Just give them a call. 615-242-9000. Bart Durham Injury Law. Protecting the injured, fighting for what's right, because you deserve to be paid. Bart Durham Injury Law.
3HL 104.5 the zone. How long has Fade to Black been playing?
About a minute.
Did you Fade to Black? This is an incredible song, by the way. Sorry, Zeph.
I really thought about jumping in and starting the segment. But
yeah, you could have. We were talking to the big boss man.
I heard Slade come down the hallway behind me when I was about to go in. I was
Not
like,
very
I'll be
quickly.
back.
Oh, yeah. There's going to be a little delay.
Yeah, I could tell. That was when we were about 30 seconds left, and you just now walked in. So,
yeah, it's tough out there, Zeph. On the one leg.
I told Babs we were on the Lanai. I was like, I bet Slade's in there talking by himself right now. And I look, and here you come down the hallway. And I was like, well, nope.
No, I'm moving as fast as I can go. I'll tell you one thing, though. Hey, man. Oh, can I give a shout-out?
It's your show, Slay. We're just here for the
shout-outs.
Yeah.
Y'all just here for the shout-outs?
Shout-outs presented by Unk down the street.
Yeah, shout-out to Sandy, man. Not Sandy Man, but shout-out to Sandy, who I met today when I was coming out of my manicure and pedicure.
You got one?
I got one finally. The last one I had, y'all, listen, this is what I meant to bring up. I went to go see Dr. Kumar.
Yeah.
That's
The
my
amount of doctors that you see.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
It's like a train staff.
Like,
Dr. Kumar Rocker?
Yeah, she might as well be. Like she does, my orthotics and get your feet right.
Okay.
So I went in there, and this is how you know your toenails ain't got too long, y'all, and stuff is out of hand.
Oh, my gosh.
No, I'm telling you. She said it in such the nicest way. So after I got my insoles, they got to scan your feet and do all that. So I still had one of my socks off, and she was like, how your orthotics doing? I was like, they're cool. It's been about a year and a half. I was just, I think they still good for about a half a year, but I want to get some more just already ready ahead of this curve. She said, let me ask you something. She had my foot, and she tapped on my big toe, on my toenail, and said, do your toenails ever hurt you? I said, listen, Dr. Kumar, I'm on my way to go get my pedicure. Like, don't do me like that. But I appreciate you. That was very nice how you
she's
said
like,
it.
you need to get that crap taken care of.
You need to
bud.
hurry up. So the last one I had I was in San Antonio. You know what I mean? That was April 1st. That was my last pedicure. So here we are in June. That's way too long. I never went that long. I go 3 weeks and that's it. But Sandy was in there when I was coming out. She said, man, I got to put a face with the voice. My husband's going to be so mad. So, yeah, shout out to Sandy.
What up, Sandy?
Take care of your feet and hands, athletes out there.
It's very important.
That to say. Yep.
What about regular old people?
Y'all probably can get by.
No, you can't.
No, you can't get by.
Nope.
Especially going to the beach.
Not in the toes.
So put them claws up, man. I should have been ashamed of myself.
You can stub your toe in the sand, man. That hurts.
No,
what did Sandy really want to say to you? Or what did Dr. Yeah.
Oh, what did
Dr. Kumar
Kumar really wanted to say, son, like, you getting these orthotics ain't going to really help if you don't do something about your toes.
You need to saw that off.
like, come on, man. Like, it's too long.
Y'all are killing me.
I knew it was too long.
It's like Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, no, Babs, them bad.
Yeah.
I was going to agree with you.
It's been a while, man.
You did. You put the brakes on.
Yeah, I thought about that. It was some bad toes. I'm like a Velociraptor.
We were talking about our question today was what are your two biggest positional concerns about the Titans? Offensive line came up. Bill Callahan talked with the media the other day, and he talked about the acclimation period for this new look group and said it'll happen faster than it did last year.
I think so. I think in a lot of respects, when you have continuity and you have stability and you have consistency, I think those three factors are huge. And you have a foundation to build off of. And so it's not as new. And so it becomes a matter of now refining, because everything that we did last year, as we looked at it on tape during this offseason as a unit and as a position, we really kind of delved into, the factors of why things broke down and why things were good. And so when the players have a general concept and idea of how they need to improve, having been in the system for 1 year, I think it's easier to make that improvement transition.
See? And that right there, that's the reason.
The coaches.
That's the reason. I'm not worried.
Another year.
Yep. I'm okay with watching them grow. I'm comfortable with watching them grow. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In my
makes sense to me.
Yeah, in my head, it didn't make sense. That's why I repeated it. But I probably should have repeated it in my head instead of out loud.
No, but I get what you're. We got you.
Do you really get it, or are you placating him right now?
Placating.
Lady.
Like last year, this is what I'm saying. We didn't know. Like it was so much new, and that's all we kept on hearing about. The players talking about, man, there's so much stuff that we had no idea, the technique, this, that, and the other. So now you got a foundation that when you go in there the first week, it's like, all right, everybody, we ought to be getting through this. You know what I mean? We ain't got to, kind of like what Brian Callahan had to go through, being handcuffed. Some things we can't even get to teach. Because somebody getting hurt. MPF out. You got to bring him back. Dylan Rader's trying to work his way back.
By the way,
don't know who
did you
Dylan
see
and them all out there.
He got the axe already.
Yeah, man. Had to go and lay him on down.
Talking about MPF?
Yes.
Yeah. They didn't cut Diller, but they cut MPF.
That's to say a lot.
You don't want to,
Hurt everybody.
Former
you don't want
5-star.
to get rid of everything.
5-star
that you
recruit,
screwed up on.
All-American.
Yeah. That's tough.
Hadn't translated.
Ohio State, man, they know for having guys.
Let's go to Derek next up on 3HL. What are your two biggest positional concerns about the Titans in 2025, Derek?
Hey, guys. It's good to hear from you. The show got special on the radio.
Thank you, Derek.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And I just want to say, if I can, my two most concerned positions are offense and defense.
Damn, Derek.
Well, damn.
and special teams as an honorable mention.
Okay.
You got slam on that one, Derek.
I like it, Derek.
We had the worst team in the league last year,
Very
guys.
true.
We were the worst team. You
Very
know,
true.
I love the Titans,
You ain't
but
wrong.
Hey, we ain't
true.
pushing back. We are not pushing back.
Very true.
Thank you, Derek. Appreciate it. Man.
all right, yeah, thank you.
You know, that's that. But
That was
guess
funny.
what? He ain't wrong. So with that being incorporated, I'd go punt, return, defense. I punt defense. Like that right there. I guess the whole special teams unit. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
You just getting specific on us?
Yeah, because the punts that
I mean, Stonehouse just got to the point where he was just kicking as far as he could
No.
down the middle of the field.
no. So whose curve was messed up more? Will Levis coming into the year or Stonehouse? Which one of them their careers got derailed more because of the unit that they were running with?
I think Stonehouse might be okay because he went to Denver.
No, but it's a fair question.
You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure it's a fair question.
Because Stonehouse could go somewhere else.
Both
Levis
of
but
is
he's
kind
going
of
to
stuck right
high
now.
elevation or whatever.
Both of them coming off the year, we expected humongous things
Right.
from both of them, Will and Stonehouse, and both of them. Whew. Stonehouse, man, I can only imagine, man.
That was hard to watch, man. Who was
Dog.
it? Was it the Lions that would field the punt with like 20-yard
Yes,
gaps?
that's what made me say punt return. The coverage, punt return coverage, man, was rough.
Now Bones gets his own guy who's going to directionally kick it toward the sideline. That's what Brett Kern was so good at. Mm-hmm. Remember Brett Kern? How many times you see Brett Kern punt it and the punt returner catch it while running out of bounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
Kern said he really enjoyed
that's a
watching that.
skill right there.
It is. Mm-hmm. I tried to catch punts from him one day. It was not
What?
easy. Yeah, it was
How'd
not
that
easy.
go?
Not well.
Did you catch one?
I think I caught one. I probably had 8 chances. The problem, though, is, and he wasn't doing the
What
knuckleball.
is the problem, Mayor?
The problem,
It's Kern's fault. It's Kern's fault.
not the non-NFL player,
Right.
Kern's fault.
Who's never caught a punt in his life.
Never fielded a punt before? Yeah.
It was Kern's fault because he didn't give me like the knuckleball or anything like that. He just gave me straight up punts. But when they turn over, they hit a different speed. And then they kind of curve a little bit too. It was his fault.
So your vision wasn't aligned.
Yeah, if he was better at kicking it like straight to me, it would have been much easier.
like you looking more like kickball. That's what you looking for. Not the ball to go up and then come down.
Yeah, that was an experience.
I have zero to add to this.
I
Did you kick a field goal once too?
I kicked a 30-yard field goal.
I was going to say you actually were pretty decent at that, right?
I'll do it at the College Football Hall of Fame. You'll see it.
Okay.
This year. Mm-hmm. Okay.
What is that, SEC Media Days? Well, we better be going.
Was it 14th through the 17th?
Yeah, I nail it, man. People are always amazed at how well I can kick.
I can't
They
wait to
start
see it.
cheering.
Oh, really? You
Yeah.
that good?
Yeah, really good.
Well, where were you when the Titans ran through all those kickers? Like, come on, Brent.
Y'all believe me?
I'm right with you.
I actually do because I've heard that.
I can make it.
Yeah.
I can make it. 30 yards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Barely getting over, or you it's so
I can get it.
Okay.
I can get it there.
Like it's good, not like everybody looking like, oh.
Yeah.
you know,
let's
you know.
not get out of control.
No,
here.
listen, you know when it leaves my foot.
Oh, wow.
Like Fisher's Homer.
Man, you something else then.
Maybe. It's been a while.
It's going to be
Let
a
me throw
big
that out there.
disappointment, you know.
Yeah, my special teams acumen, man. All I need is bones. That's all I need.
That's all anybody needs. Bones will fix
Yeah,
all.
special teams, Jesus. STJ.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Zeph
Thank
has
you,
a
Zeph.
brave stat for you when we come back, and Savage at 520. 615-737-1045. Your two biggest positional concerns. Derek kind of stole the cake there, but speaking of
That was
bad Florence
good.
cake. But anyway, we'll be right back.
Want to tell you about VIP Play. If you have not downloaded the app to get in on the betting action, you definitely need to do that. VIPplayapp.com is where you can do it, or you can always just download the app on your phone. And by the way, if you're just signing up for the first time, go claim your VIP Play welcome bonus. Make a first bet of $5 or more, get $100 in bonus bets. Use my code to be able to do that. DAWN, DAWN, TN. And don't forget to check out their $10,000 sweepstakes and all the fun stuff that they have going on in the VIP Play app. Some great offers over the weekend, by the way. Week 1, NFL 20% parlay profit boost. They've got Stanley Cup single game 20% parlay profit boost, French Open 20% parlay profit boost, and much more stuff going on the NBA Finals as well. Live always, that's VIP Play, 200 plus leagues, numerous bet types, and lots of props and all options. Join in the fun. VIP Play, where everyone gets treated like a VIP. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-889-9789. Exclusive to here in Tennessee. You must be 21 and older and located in Tennessee to bet.
What's happening, y'all? It's that time. Yep, time to go get your golf carts. I saw one, I was sitting on the front porch smoking my cigar, and I saw two kids, man, just riding on up the street, in control, in their golf cars. Don't you want to be that cool family in the neighborhood, going to the swim pool with your golf car? I would want to be. So hopefully the tricked out golf cart sleigh ride that I got, that you'll see on Monday, by Boswell's Golf Cars. Yeah, it's one of a kind. You can get those same kind too. Yamaha, E-Z-GO, Cushman, Evolution, and Icon, all of them. This is where you want to go. Nashville's trusted family-owned golf car dealer since 1963. And not just anybody in there, fidgeting around with the golf car. No, they got knowledgeable technicians who can help you with all your golf car needs. Boswell's, you're bound to find the perfect golf car. All you got to do is go to Boswell's Golf. Real simple. BoswellsGolf.com. Find it, what you're looking for, 111 Transit Avenue, Boswell's Golf Cars.
Good evening. It is 5:04. I'm Joseph Milano live from the 104.5 The Zone studios. Finally, the Aaron Rodgers Pittsburgh saga has come to a close as the four-time NFL MVP has informed the team that he'll fly to Pittsburgh on Friday and intends to sign a one-year deal prior to next week's minicamp. Also, around the NFL, according to Indianapolis Colts head coach Shane Steichen, quarterback Anthony Richardson dealing with a shoulder injury. He will not participate in minicamp next week. It's the same shoulder Richardson injured in 2023 and subsequently had surgery on. The NBA Finals are finally back for all you Hoops fans. Tonight, as the Thunder host the Pacers for Game 1 in Oklahoma City. Tip-off is at 7:30 p.m. on ABC. For all your foundation repair and whatever needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Three, John 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. It's almost Friday, y'all. Hope you've had a great week. Sprint to the finish line tomorrow. And the weekend will be here.
Sprint.
Babs ain't sprinting. She hurt her ankle like 7 years ago, so she went on the shelf.
Shoot, we might be at 8 now.
Oh, yeah. It is 8 because you've been here almost 8.
Mm-hmm.
That's something right there.
Yeah. Nope. Not a damn.
You want to come with me on June 16th?
No, I'm good. I'm just going to rock it. Maybe I'll run again one day. Nah.
I think you're like second longest tenured 3HL cast member.
I am now.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Slay Dog been here a minute, too. The funniest part of you was all that fill-in work you did, man. You were on every show, like multiple shows a day sometimes. And
I was.
So
that was my, doing that with Savage, that was my, I think my first, one of my first fill-ins I did.
Was on there.
Sure. Yeah, Savage, when he got a flat tire, I did that show. Then I did like
I forgot about
afternoon. Then I did 3HL. 3 shows in one day.
That is incredible.
I was rocking and rolling.
No doubt.
I'm out here in these streets.
It was the funny thing. Remember when you got announced as like Ron Slay officially at the Zone? Everybody's like, "Yeah, like, is that a story?"
Like,
Shocker.
What are y'all gonna do? Send him away?
Wasn't he already here?
Yeah.
Right. And then Zeph just celebrated 1 year with us the other day. Executive producer of 3HL.
What's up?
Evidently known for your French toast making ability, which will come in handy in the winter.
I don't know about that part right there. Yo.
I hadn't tasted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if you're really known for that.
You did eat his hamburgers and hot dogs the other day.
Solid. About
Oh, here we go.
I can mug him.
Hold on, because in the moment you said it was great.
Yeah, I ain't nothing else to eat.
Now you coming back?
It's like a little kid out here starving. What I'm gonna do to you?
He was going to the crawfish boil hungry.
Yeah, I was young.
And didn't know there would be other options. So when there was another option.
I'm like, hell yeah. I had 2 burgers and 2 dogs.
Also, those had been sitting under the aluminum foil for about an hour.
I could tell.
I mean, listen, you find a guy that's been sitting in the desert, like in the sand for like 10 days, and you put him in an igloo.
Yeah, who cares?
It doesn't matter 1 to 10 what that igloo is.
It was great. That's what I'm saying. But now thinking about it, like, listen, I've tasted worse.
Oh, my gosh.
That's how you're going to compliment him?
No, I'm saying, like, Zeph's was cool. Like, that is, hey, because it ain't, he wasn't a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't expect to walk around there and see him with a grill apron on either. You know what I mean? Saying like he's a grill master. But he right there smack dead between. Zeph can get us through. If we got a party. No, serious. This ain't, Zeph, this is not a shot at you. This is serious.
Okay.
Like this is.
He can get us through.
Yeah, like if we sitting around, everybody playing poker or something like, hey man, we ought to fire up the grill. I would be cool and say, hey man, put Zeph hit the grill. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'd be cool. But if I was there also and it was me, then I'd be like, oh, y'all want to taste some real grilled food? Hold on, well, let me go to work.
What if Moan was there?
Oh, no, Savage cold. I'll give him that. Savage cold.
What is it? The shoulder?
Shoulder cold. His ribs cold.
Ooh, Mr. Babs can do some mean ribs.
Well, guess what? We
I haven't
have
had
to do
ribs
now.
in forever.
We will soon, thanks to Babs.
I'll put him on that. soon.
Cool. I'll bring the ribs.
Can we do a live show at our house?
Absolutely.
I thought we already decided that. So
Yeah, I'm
Slade
gonna-
could sit in the hot tub.
Absolutely. I'll be pruned when I
with
come
like
up out of there.
electrical equipment.
No, that'll be on the side. I use the Kirby headset.
You get a mic stand?
No, I don't need that. I just do the headset.
Oh, the headset.
That's better.
Yeah.
Everybody be safe.
All right, so
So
we're
baby
going to
Babs
get this
squirts
on.
us with the water that she learned how to do that day.
Yeah, that was some stuff. Slay Dog's here.
We already did it.
Yeah, we did it.
We already did it.
I'm in the building. I'm in the building.
Dawn's here.
Babs is here.
We already did
We
that.
already
What
did
up,
it,
Babs?
too.
Screw me, nobody cares that.
I was here Friday.
Aaron Rodgers will sign a 1-year deal with the Steelers. He's ready to go now.
All right. No more Sawaska. He's ready to roll.
What do you think he's been doing?
Sawaska.
What'd you say? No more what?
And then what's the name of it? Sawaska?
Ayahuasca?
Ayahuasca.
I thought you said like swastika at first, and I was like,
Yeah,
yo,
that's-
Slay,
No,
what?
no, it's Sawaska. It's ayahuasca, though.
Ayahuasca.
Yeah.
That's that weird stuff that like Machine Gun Kelly does.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
want to go throw up and all that stuff.
Where
I used to have that little
yeah.
problem when I was younger. Y'all want me to show y'all?
What do you mean?
I got a big mark on my stomach
From what?
when I was a baby.
What?
What happened when you were a baby?
So from my right about like 2 inches above my belly button, all the way down and around my belly button, I had to have surgery when I was a baby.
For what?
I couldn't keep my food down.
Oh,
There's a name for it, though.
Yeah, there is.
You are not going to believe this.
My
And
stepson had it.
and
Yeah.
this is crazy because it's exceptionally rare.
Yeah.
I had it.
See?
I have a scar next to my belly button.
I'm telling you. No, it's all the way down. Yeah.
My
going
scar is
around.
different than yours.
Yeah,
what
I'm
you were
going,
describing.
they cut me all the way open.
But
But I'm in that advanced.
I'm
by then?
older than you, and so
Yeah.
when they did it, it was an exploratory surgery where you know how the doctors stand above and watch the surgery.
Oh, wow. It was a guinea pig.
Yeah, I was just a zebra running down 24. That's all I was. But no, in all seriousness, you could starve to death if they don't fix it.
Yeah.
like,
Yes.
quick.
Yeah.
And they have to
I
figure
had
it
to go
out
back.
quick.
And I was supposed to go back when I was like 7 or 8 years old, but they was like, he must be doing all right.
I think you're right.
Yeah, so I never went back, but I should have went back though. Yeah, that's too much. But to say I couldn't get my food down like I was eating, and I would always earl it up. So they had to go down and do
I
something
love
to
how
my
you
little
say
tooth.
vomit. Earl it up.
I still did it for a little while I was a teenager.
You still threw up some?
Yep.
Just randomly?
Yeah, but it wouldn't throw up. It'd be like, I catch it. It'd go back down.
Jeez.
You just throw up in your mouth.
What
a
is
little
it? Pyloric?
Something like that, yep.
Something like that.
Mhm.
Yep.
Somebody in the chat said it. Yep.
Yep.
Misty and Pine Aqua. Misty, what's happening?
Hey, that's my girl. That's
Hey
Misty.
guys, how are y'all doing on
What's
this
up?
Throat Punch Thursday?
Throat Punch
That's
Thursday.
right,
We
Misty.
keep,
That's
right.
we keep forgetting
Yep.
to bring that back.
Come on, Zelf.
Hey, I got one for every day. Every day. But yeah, Val, if you have a sprain or any sore muscles, go to Tractor Supply and get you some horse rub.
Wow.
What?
Yes. We used to do all that when my kids were playing sports and they got sore muscles or sprains. Biofreeze, none of that works. We went and got horse rub at Tractor Supply, and let me tell you, that stuff is awesome. It is awesome.
Is this for real, Misty?
I so want Babs to get some horse rub. What does horse rub smell like?
It's kind of minty, like the Biofreeze and all that. But I swear to it,
Biofreeze.
my son on a Monday got the biggest level sprain on a Monday. We had a rivalry homecoming game on Friday. They told him he would be out 6 to 8 weeks. He played that Friday.
Wow. Soldier.
All because of the horse rub.
Yeah, Babs didn't put that on her ankle.
I mean, he would ice it and everything and do what he's supposed to, but he put that horse rub on right before he played, taped it up, and he played that night.
Misty, I think Babs has some doubts.
I don't know what to say.
Misty's gonna come with it.
They use it on horses when they pull their ligaments or stuff like that.
All right.
I might need to try that on me then.
If it can work on a horse, it can work on Babs.
I'll slay.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get this knee together.
We love it. We don't buy BioFreeze or any of that anymore. We go straight to horse rub.
Oh, that's all right. No ice and hot.
It's a little tube. It's in like a white and cream colored tube. I swear by it.
I wonder, is that like, have you ever tried the deer, what was the football players using? Deer antler spray?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, spray,
that was
yeah.
big.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that illegal?
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
But now this is not legal. Illegal. It's legal. You can use it.
Oh,
Okay.
There we go.
There we go.
Thank you, miss.
Just
All right.
try it. Just try it.
Well, I'm gonna venture in there. I don't know if I'm gonna use it on somebody.
I'm going to make Slay use
That
it
one.
first.
Hey, let me tell you, my kids used it, and they've never had complaints, nothing. Our football team uses it. Our basketball team uses it.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
They got cheat code down there in Bon Aqua.
Yep. All right.
Oh,
Thanks,
good one.
Misty.
Thank you, Misty.
Y'all have a great day.
Thank you. You know, when she called in on Friday,
She knows how to go through life, man.
You know
Yeah.
what? Like
I
Mr.
never heard
Babs
of Bon Aqua.
injured a
He
tendon.
needs that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm going
he
to text
needs
him
the
tell him
horse
to go
rub.
get horse rub.
Yeah.
oh, he gonna
He's gonna lose it.
Yeah.
We had advice from Misty and Bon Aqua.
Yeah. Mister,
Horse
no.
liniment. Stallion rub.
Hey, man, that zebra might be down there in Bon Aqua.
Trying
Where'd
to
they
find
say
some
it was?
horse rub.
It was in Bell Buckle?
Horse rub.
Somebody said he was hurt.
Horse rub is the bomb. It's magical.
Okay.
Thanks, Jonathan, in
Hey,
the chat.
Zeph, you got a Brave stat from today. What did they blow, a 10-4 lead in the ninth?
That's correct. And if we were doing Throw Punch Thursday, they would be my Throw Punch Thursday submission.
I mean, we can do it. It's our
We
show.
absolutely
I
can.
like it, Zeph.
Did you have an intro for that?
I do
Throw
have
punch
the
'em.
intro for that.
Oh, wow.
Should we play it?
Yeah.
Business. Why don't we do this every week?
What?
You got a whole
We gotta
intro
do
and
this every
everything.
week, Zeph.
I tried to bring this back, and then we got sidetracked with
No,
football
we
stuff.
never get sidetracked. What are you talking
Oh, you're
about?
right. My bad.
We just head down that path.
Oh, I got somebody
You got
else
a
go
throw
to.
punch
I think I
Thursday?
wrote something down. Yep.
All right. Well, my Throw Punch Thursday is going to the Atlanta Braves for blowing a 10-4 lead. You already heard me complain about it. But this stat from their radio play-by-play guy, Ben Ingram. The Braves had won their last 766 games while leading by at least 6 runs after 8 innings. The club's last such loss was July 17th of 1973 versus the Mets. In that game, the Braves entered the 9th inning with a 7-1 lead and lost 8-7. You know who hit the game-winning hit? Willie Mays. Willie Mays has not played. Well, he was on the Mets, so that tells you what point that was. Now, I did some number crunching. 766 games. That's over 4.5 seasons. That is worth of games. That is 2.01 years. 2.01 years worth of games. That is 6,894 innings worth of games where they have not blown a 6-run lead in the 9th inning. Did it today. So, Throw Punch Thursday.
Well done, Zeph.
What's up, Zephyr?
I love how you say business in there.
Business. That's like Eli Drinkwitz tried to do that to Josh Heupel, remember?
Yes.
And
No,
now,
he didn't try.
No, he did it.
Yeah, he did
now, I saw a thing where all of Missouri athletics have a losing record since that moment. So, ha ha.
Zeph is on one today.
Zeph, are you on steroids? You're a little pissy today.
Maybe.
You throw punching
Come on.
everybody. Hey, Drake just caught a stray.
I mean, geez.
Did you find it, Slay Dog?
Oh, no, but I got one in my head.
Okay.
I'm going with janky knees. That's what I'm throw punching. The janky knees and cartilage in the knees.
Or lack thereof.
Yeah, or lack thereof. The deterioration
Feeling it.
of cartilage in knees. That's a problem.
That's a good throat punch.
Yeah, so
You're
I'm throw
living
punching
it.
everybody's knees out there, especially me and Traylon Burke's knees. So they do the ones out here
living
they're trying to hold us back. But we will come out greater on the other side. Me after June 16th, or whenever I get the surgery and knee replacement, and Traylon Burks once he gets the count. So
When are you going to let Traylon Burks go?
never, Babsy. When the Titans let him go, then I will hang his jersey up.
Well,
Hey.
What did Coach Mack tell you yesterday? Was that yesterday?
Yeah, I ain't got no other places to stick something in my knee or something.
Stick a needle in.
Yeah.
You don't have any place to stick a needle in.
He ain't wrong.
All right, Big Savagery, Raone Foster is coming up next. Make sure you stay tuned for that. We'll talk about Aaron Rodgers going to his former team finally and ask him the question, what are your two biggest positional concerns about the Titans
another one
in 2025? We'll be right back. Okay. I want to tell you about my friends at Brentwood Jewelry. What's coming up? Father's Day is coming up. Give your father the gift of time.
Let's go!
This Father's Day with Brentwood Jewelry. And choose from their large selection of timepieces. They have an incredible watch selection. And any of the dads in your life will appreciate a new watch. Brands like Bremont, Tissot, Oris, Longines, Luminox. They have a gift that can fit any budget. And don't forget about Brentwood Jewelry's pre-owned Rolex marketplace. Give Dad the gift of a fine pre-owned Rolex for a fraction of the cost. BrentwoodJewelry.com. You can find it all there. Every watch they sell has been meticulously serviced to ensure the highest level of performance and is presented with a 2-year warranty. They offer an extensive online selection of fine pre-owned Rolex watches. Their selection includes both prior models and the current models from which you can compare. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for more than 50 years. Shop local with Brentwood Jewelry. Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday, 9 to 4, 7012 Church Street in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. BrentwoodJewelry.com.
Out in Mount Juliet, are you in the market for a new vehicle? How about a new Ford? How about from the best dealership around, Two Rivers Ford? And they are going to give you employee pricing. Absolutely everybody, doesn't matter who you are, what you do, you get employee pricing from Two Rivers Ford. So you pay what they pay on almost every new Ford on the lot. And at Two Rivers Ford, what you see, always what you get. They don't do things like add on expensive accessories. They don't tack on those annoying services packages that are never worth it to increase the price of the vehicles. Two Rivers Ford upfront, honest every single time. And now they are offering you and everybody in your family employee pricing. No better time to buy American, and there is no better dealership than Two Rivers Ford. Locally owned and operated, been around for over 40 years. John Barker and the team there are amazing, and they have non-commissioned sales team just there to help you. And now they have employee pricing for all. From America, for America. That's Two Rivers Ford, the South's most trusted Ford dealer.
3HL is presented by Ferguson Home. Bring your vision to Ferguson Home, where it all comes together. FergusonHome.com. We went to the Mount Juliet showroom, brand new showroom, several weeks ago. It was incredible. You got a lot of creative ideas running through there.
I know. I just wish I had the money to do them all.
And then the place was so big, you lost your purse or something. What did you lose?
Yeah, my purse.
Yeah.
Where'd you end up finding it?
Yeah, it was in the back by something we were looking at back there. Was back there for about an hour, probably.
Slay found a big tub that he sat in.
Yeah, that was real cool.
And then we found a $14,000 toilet.
Yeah.
A throne.
That better be a damn throne for that.
Right.
Literally, right?
Oof.
Big Savagery, Raone Foster joins us now. What up, Moan?
Hey, what up, good people, man? Y'all found how expensive was the toilet?
Yeah,
14.
But here's the thing, though, Moan. I mean, they've got, economically sensible items as well. But,
Okay.
We were enamored with the $14,000 toilet that raised its lid as you walked up and, lights turned on and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's all cool until, it's a late night and you go to the bathroom without the lights on and the lid don't lift up. Huh. When the lid don't lift up, then whose fault is it? Is it still my fault?
It also cleans you up itself.
Bidet. Okay, all right, gotcha. Nothing wrong with that.
My boy know the name.
Nothing wrong with that at all, man. Savage has his dude wipes. I mean, bidets are awesome too, by the way.
Keep them. I got a 3-pack back in the truck right now. Pulling over wherever's needed.
Savage Aaron Rodgers, I know you're going to talk about this in the morning, but he has informed the Steelers that he will sign a 1-year deal as a former Steeler. Where are you with this whole wait till now thing?
I'm more indifferent, man, and also leaning to the why side. Why? I think we have a problem in American sports, and I'm part of it too. We love the old guys. We love what used to be. We love, hey, man, I remember what he was, so I love him regardless. And, in the last few years, Aaron Rodgers hasn't just answered that call like that. And I know some people are going to say, well, he had the same stats as Patrick Mahomes. Well, he didn't win as many games as Patrick Mahomes last year, okay? Stats tell one portion of the story. That's the people that look at the box scores and the stat lines at the end of it. I'm talking about a guy that can play ball. Where is that dude at? I really hadn't seen that guy since he beat our ass in the Super Bowl, but that's neither here nor there. Okay? But what I'm getting at is, man, I'm of the mindset of, you know what? When it's time to move on, move on. If he comes in and he got an MVP year and he get the Steelers past the first round, am I going to like it? Yeah, because that's what sports is also. But until the beginning parts of this, man, I'm not huge on it. Coach Tomlin and the Steelers have attached themselves to Aaron Rodgers in a way that I hadn't seen them do it, publicly with other players like this. And it's going to be fascinating to see how it turns out, because Pittsburgh, for the most part, has been a very isolated locker room, a very, Pittsburgh way type of team. And this is just totally opposite of the things they've done before. There was an opportunity when Joe Hayden got cut or was getting released from the Browns. And we were in a position where we had some young corners, man, that weren't living up to it. And, the idea that we could have got Joe Hayden, that really inside the locker room played up big time. And we eventually did get him. But there was nothing publicly that was happening of – I don't want to make it seem like they're begging, but it just seems like, they're giving the power to Aaron in a sense. But that's just my opinion. Again, he go out and kill it and shut me up, man. I'm going to be rocking my black and gold like it's nothing, okay? So this is just the off-season talk. We'll see what he does during the season.
Donald on YouTube, as your friendly neighborhood Ravens fan, we ain't worried.
Yeah, that's fine, but we split games with them or won the series every single year. So, they need to worry about what Lamar is doing with his team. Who was that? You said Donald? Donald, y'all got one of the best players in the NFL, and y'all still ain't made it to the Super Bowl. I can go that route if you want me to. I can talk about my squad. You can't talk about my squad. Yeah.
Okay, are you not excited about Aaron Rodgers, though, as just as a Steelers fan? Listen.
As a storyline? Yeah.
Right, as a storyline, as what he could do. Because other than that, your starting quarterback's Mason Rudolph, and I know that's your guy, but still.
And I'm okay with that. Like, no, I'm not excited with Aaron Rodgers. And see, that's the problem right there. Like, inside of that locker room, guys had to prove themselves before you got the head nod and be like, yeah, hey, he can come sit at the table with us. Like, I'm not of that mindset of saying Aaron Rodgers, because you're him, oh, Lord, let me just lay down and, just make myself a sacrifice. So, guys that walk inside that locker room because I know what the standard is, got to prove themselves. Like, Pittsburgh ain't a flashy place. Pittsburgh isn't a place to where, hey, we look for the headline and the storylines. Damn it, we there to win football games. But our business is football, but winning is what we do. And to have everybody salivating over a guy that in the last few years hasn't been what you wanted him to be, no, Babs, that doesn't make me happy. Like, I'm a part of the era where the name only takes you so far. I like teams and people that go out and tell you what they're going to do and then they do it. Like, what is an Aaron Rodgers to the NFL right now other than the name? Like, I know he's a walking gold jacket, first ballot, etc. But as far as that locker room goes, Bab, no. There's been numerous dudes that walked in and had to make plays on the field before you became one of us. So that is also the whole Mike Tomlin mantra. Like, the standard is the standard. Like, Aaron Rodgers' standard has been right at or below the line as of late.
Big Savage, Raone Foster. So, a question we threw out there today: what are your two biggest positional concerns about the Titans in 2025? Two positions.
My two positions will be one, because you paid a lot of money for it, left tackle. Is Dan Moore going to hold up the way I think he should, the way I think I know his potential to be? And then also the second one would have to be running back, almost, in a sense. I know
that was brought up.
Okay.
Yeah, because looking at the year that they had last year, and then also dealing with a rookie quarterback, the best way to settle him is to have a run game that supports it. And I'm not saying, hey, don't let Cam cook and all those types of things, right? But what I'm getting at is the idea, the bird just dove into the water, y'all. That's crazy. What I'm getting at...
You fit in so well with us.
Yeah. But what I'm getting at is watching Tajay be injured last year, and also Pollard being in a position where you knew he was banged up most of the year too. Well, a good bit of the year. The consistency of that position, how deep is that position? Who do you trust to be number two if Tajay is out? Who do you trust to be number two if Pollard is out? Those are the questions that I have right there. That left tackle, heavy check side, and also the running backs for the most part. That's where I worry the most about this team. Okay. And because there's going to be so many eyes offensively too.
Yeah, Savage, those two have to be married in order for it to be success. Knowing that with the running backs y'all had. But let me ask you this. When a guy like Bill Callahan comes in, how are we overlooking how difficult of a job that was for him to come in and kind of lay the foundation, him doing it with new guys compared to where it would be this year, where it's a foundation already laid? Like, what's it like walking into that second year and you understand what the methods are in the O-line room now with him having a guy like Latham going back to his natural spot, Skaronski's going into year three. You're starting to get some experience on that line. Are we overlooking that, of how much of a difficult job that would have been last year?
Yeah, I don't think Callahan knew how difficult it was going to be.
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody recently, that knew of him in the sense they was just they almost feel like that Callie gave him Levis a little bit too much rope last year too, balancing that stuff out and how to manage a team, and it was a growth period. Y'all know, I know, man, my first few months on the radio station at 104.5, it was like I was breathing through a fire hose in a sense, drinking through a fire hose in a sense, and I think that's kind of what it was like for Callahan. You got to think he was brought in what was it, February or whenever it was, and then you got to hit the ground, learn 90 people on your roster, and you got to figure out how to make a roster, then you got to coach that roster, then you got to manage the offensive coordinator. You got an offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, special teams. I don't think he had an opportunity to catch his breath. I hope this time around he's a little bit more settled. And I'll be quite honest with you, Denard is a very strong leader. I know that, but I think one of the best hires that Coach Callahan has on his team is Bones Fossils at this point, because now he's got a extra head coach in the building that's going to allow him to do his things and that you can also trust too. I think it was one of the most flagrant things that you could do sometimes is hire your homeboys, you know what I'm saying, or your friends, or even your kids sometimes, because you get comfortable with them and it's hard for you to criticize them. And I think last year when he hired the special teams coordinator, it was, oh, I can get my friends in because I believe in them. Well, sometimes your friends are good because of you. You know, and independently, it's not that way. Yeah. And that's why it's hard vouching for people sometimes, y'all. But I'm sure that was a hard conversation that he had when he had to let him go. But, Savage, to answer your point, I hope there's more poise. And I also expect it, too, because talking to Callie, he wants this. Like, having conversations with him, he's super intense. He does know what he's doing. Mm-hmm. But y'all know, I always say some people are better, not speaking of him, but some people are better at being lieutenants than they are generals. And in order for you to become a general, you got to go through some bad. And last year was real bad. So hopefully Callahan, with the assistance, I'm using these government terms right now, but the assistance of his cabinet, man. Y'all, I'm more than an athlete, y'all. I'm more than an athlete. But with the assistance of his cabinet, man, hopefully he get a whole lot more support and everybody's pulling in the right direction on game day more than anything. Hearing how fired up they were this past week about it being Denard Wilson's day to pretty much wreck Cam Ward, those are the types of things that we love, because I've seen that be on the other side where it'd be a young tackle. And Coach, I told you guys this story before, but Coach, come over. Don't y'all save him. Because Keith Butler's about to get him, or Dick LeBeau's about to get him today. Let him live. Let him be a man, and we'll reconvene at another time. I was glad to hear them have that kind of work relationship to make Cam better and just the team in general.
Big Savage, Raone Foster, Ramon and Will, weekday mornings from 6 until 10 on 104.5 The Zone. Thank you, Savage. Appreciate you.
Yeah. By the way, these little mini dinosaurs that walk down here, I think they call them iguanas or lizards. So dumb.
Oh, where are you?
Dumb.
Florida.
I'm in Florida. Oh. I'm actually in the retirement side of Vero Beach. Y'all ever heard of Vero Beach?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Damn, I forgot you were off. We even talked about it.
Yeah, I'm off. Did you guys
you didn't have to come on with us. Come on. You can tell us no.
Man, I'm chilling, okay?
You do. He do got to come on with us.
Savage come on with us?
Yeah,
okay.
I go on with them.
Yeah. Hey, did y'all like your grades, by the way?
No. I thought, I'm glad you brought that up.
I didn't see it.
I'm glad he brought this up. First of all,
did he tweet that?
He needed to be corrected.
Did you tweet it?
He gave you an A+.
Okay, they were great. I thought they were great.
He gave me and Buck B's.
You got a B?
Yeah, and he said mine was because of my attitude.
Ooh.
And then he gave Babs props, saying Babs was the only one to beat him in. I beat him and Jayhawk in on my day.
Let the truth get in the way of a good story. Never let the truth get in the way of a good story, Savage.
That's right.
Hey, but Buck also, the reason I knocked him because he showed up right before the show, which is Buck's thing. And he also was the first one to start blowing through the brakes. And I feel like he set an example for y'all where everybody blew through the brakes. So I'm knocking him because of that, and because he also didn't do his afternoon show.
Right.
I'm going to pass you some extra credit. Savage, because you can get that B up to an A. But you know what I'm saying? I got you. It's just that you were acting good that day, and it just shows me that you can be good in the classroom all the time.
But guess what, Savage?
Choose not to.
This is all I'm telling you. In the fall, I'm dropping your class 3 weeks in. You know that. I see how you out here grading. I need to be eligible come spring, man. You know what I mean? When basketball get out the winter. Don't have me out here ineligible for the tournament and stuff, dog. Dropping my grades. Depending on that grade.
Training the expectations on you.
I got to find these grades. At Raone Foster on Twitter. Go find him. All right. Enjoy the beach, man.
I did the last segment on the show. Mayor, you were a great student, too, man. I absolutely loved it, man. I told everybody, I see why you the mayor. You just roll and float, baby, and I'm here for it. It was a good time with all y'all, man. I thank y'all.
It was a great time. All right,
we enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Enjoy the beach.
I know wake up.
Watch me get off on the break right now. Snap, break. I'm out.
There he is, Raone Foster.
Savage. By the way, who's hosting with bowling?
Red B.
Oh, okay.
I think
like all week?
No, just
today and tomorrow.
Today and tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know it's Thursday, Mayor.
I forgot.
Very true. He said all week left.
I was sitting here thinking it was Tuesday.
Yeah. You right there, though.
I'm going to show up Saturday. I'll be like, Coach Matthews, what are you doing in here?
Yeah, who you hosting with?
What'd I miss?
Yeah.
Parsley will be ready.
I did roll through here last Saturday, and Coach Matthews was in here, and Ross was producing.
Oh, good job, Ross.
That was some.
My guy, Ross.
Hey, Coach, it's time to break.
That's my boy.
We'll be right back.
Yes, the local team, the Legacy Group at UBS Financial Services in Franklin, a supporter of all of youth sports and always been a big, strong supporter of women and girls in sports as well. And so we always like to use this segment from that local team at Legacy Group UBS Financial Services in Franklin to give a shout out to some of our women in sports around this area and some events going on. And with softball wrapping up, the Legacy Group wants to congratulate the top mid-state softball teams from Donaldson Christian Academy, Green Hill, Liberty Creek for their outstanding results in the state playoffs. And of course, a big shout out to Lipscomb Academy for making the state playoffs for the first time ever, rewriting history books there. Some terrific teams in this area, and the Legacy Group wants to wish them continued success in the future. All of this brought to you by the Legacy Group at UBS Financial Services in Franklin, Tennessee. So if you have $1 million or more to invest and you want to do it with a local team, call financial advisors Jim Candela, Brent Thompson, David Reynolds, and Robert Reynolds at 615-721-4921, 721-4921. See if they can help you achieve your financial goals. For their client relationship summary disclosures, visit ubs.com/relationship summary. UBS Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA/SIPC.
3HL 104.5 The Zone, Britt Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay.
Yeah.
You working on that parsley over there?
Parsley's already ready.
The parsley is already ready. 3HL bingo card. Coming up in just a second. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Probably going to have to make 2 of them, though.
2 bingo cards?
No, 2 parlays. Just because game 1 is so tricky. You never know, like, you gotta. I'm always better when the
game 1 is tricky.
Settles in, yeah.
That literally took that long for you to say that, and then it filtered through my brain at this point of the day.
What, tricky?
Well, no, you know where I went immediately in my head with that one.
Tricky.
It's tricky to rock around, to rock around, to rock around.
I'm going to go rebounds.
That's right, on time. It's tricky. That's where I went. No, you said I got to do 2 parlays because game 1s are tricky. And it took me like 8 seconds to respond to that.
It just not got to you, yeah.
It did, man.
But it got to you.
Late in the day on a Thursday. Filtering through.
Got it.
What you got, Zeph?
Oh, so I sent this to you guys earlier this week. I was going through the 3HL Instagram, and I just wanted to give a shout out. Shout out presented by
Uncle
yeah.
When we had Tony on, I posted a story about it on our Instagram. We got a couple of Vandy fans talking some trash in our DMs, which is perfectly fine. Talk your trash. You won, the SEC tournament.
By the way, y'all, Zev completely manages our 3HL Twitter feed. So
yeah, so I see everything.
Y'all are talking to him.
I see everything
in that deal.
Yeah, shout out to the Vandy fans talking trash. I'm glad you won your little SEC tournament, whatever.
Listen to Zev.
Your little SEC tournament.
Zev, you have been on one today.
Yes.
Yeah, I got into Don's steroids. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed your little SEC tournament. We'll go try and play for a College World Series here in a little bit. So, yeah, shout out those Vandy fans who talk trash.
Zeph, they gonna come after you, bro.
Zephyr.
They're gonna come after you.
They came after me first. Oh, 3HL first.
Derek Hall on Facebook. I just saw a roach run across the counter. That's tough.
Derek, clean your counters.
Lysol, man. Something.
Yeah, it'll help.
If there's one, there's multiple. So
it's funny, man. First thing I noticed when I moved to Houston, Texas, roaches down there fly.
Yeah.
They ain't messing around.
They got like that Texas heat, like
I don't know what they do down there, but they fly.
When I was in high school,
maybe they got into Baptist steroids.
When I was in high school, I got a PlayStation 4 off of eBay, and the dude who I bought it from apparently was really gross because as soon as they turned it on, guess what came out?
What?
Like 500 cockroaches. So I threw it in a trash bag with a bunch of roach traps, threw it in the garage for 6 months, and let them die.
Let them die.
Zeph. Lethal Lads says Zeph's hanging on the rim.
Man, Zeph is out here, man. Zeph is out here, baby.
3HL bingo card. Things that come up on the show that we didn't anticipate. Babs was instructed by Misty to go get go to Tractor Supply and get the horse rub.
Yeah.
So then it was said if it can work on a horse, it can work on Babs. I can't believe I got away with that one.
It is. You ain't here.
Fried chicken is way more filling. I think that was said in a break.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I was talking about grilled nuggets and them versus them. Mm-hmm.
Which is true. It made me think. Yep. You're right. We asked Brandon Arvittson, Tennessee pitcher, about batters calling timeout. Like, does it annoy you? And he said, nope. I know I'm in your head.
It's like a compliment.
And I asked Babs, do you really get it, one of Slade's points, or are you placating him? And Babs said, placating him.
Sorry. Hi.
That was a healthy laugh for that one.
Yeah, it was. Sorry.
She just loved that one.
I just did not sugarcoat anything today. I'm sorry, Slade.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
No, man.
This is where I need you.
I'm irritable.
This is where I need you, Babs.
You and Zev going. Lethal Latin just said Zev's hanging on the rim after he just unleashed on Vanderbilt.
Zev is on one today. I don't know what's going on over there.
I'm having fun. Thank you.
Yeah.
Forest Fridays.
I mean, he's tweeting that the Braves suck.
Yeah, the Braves made me angry, so I decided to take it out on everybody else. You're welcome.
You wearing your orange tomorrow, Zev?
What kind of question is that?
Okay.
Wow.
I thought you were going to save it to Saturday.
I'll wear it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Not even wash it?
Godfather.
I can
Monday, Tuesday,
Dawn,
Thursday,
Dawn, I've got
Wednesday.
enough orange. I could wear 5 days worth of orange.
That
Come
is
on now.
true. Yeah.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Can't even
Man,
imagine
you just
that
win a
closet.
sleigh a little bit. You win a Babs a little bit.
Come on. Look, you know
Doing.
you're a Tennessee fan.
Who
See,
is this
listen.
guy? I hate you.
I like this version of him every once in a while.
I don't.
Did you not eat today or something?
No, I had a barbecue for lunch. It was good.
Okay. All right, you got your parlay?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Hit it, Zev.
One man. You had 3 of them hit in the last round.
Sure did.
In the championship round.
Now, tonight it's a little slim. We're only going 6-leg parlays.
Yeah, you don't like to mess with game ones very much.
Now I got 2 of them, though. Here we go.
Just 6.
Yeah, just 6. Just
And
light.
2 parlays.
Not the
Yeah.
normal 9.
No.
All right.
First one. Alex Caruso, over 7.5 points.
Ah, you haven't included him in a while.
Yep. At home. Only he get included in home games. Jalen Williams, over 1.5 made threes. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the MVP, over 1.5 made threes.
I like that you said his full name.
Yes.
Not SGA.
No. Lou Dort, under 1.5 made threes.
Under 1.5 made threes.
Yep.
Dort.
Stop.
Andrew Nimhard, over half made threes. They got him right there at a half, so all I need is 1 3. Isaiah Hartenstein, over 6.5 rebounds. Now, this is the money one right here. That one right there, that's a cool one. We hit on that one. We
What was the last one?
You got to pay attention.
I'm trying.
You like Moses. Isaiah Hartenstein, over 6.5 rebounds.
Okay.
Okay.
I like him.
Now, for this one, Halliburton, 15-plus points. Siakam, 25-plus points. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 25-plus points. Halliburton, over 4.5 rebounds.
Oh, this is parlay 2.
Yes.
Oh.
Miles Turner, under 5.5 rebounds. Isaiah Hartenstein, over 6.5 rebounds. That, ladies and gentlemen, that's plus 29.75.
Before you close out of there, will you
$40 get you $1,200.
Will you screenshot that for me?
No, Euro. No, you got to start listening.
I'm trying.
I gave it to you.
Fast enough.
The ones I just gave you. Halliburton, 15-plus points. Siakam, 25-plus points. SGA, 25-plus points. Halliburton, over 4.5 rebounds. Miles Turner, under 5.5 rebounds. Hartenstein, over 6.5 rebounds. All you got to do is, you can't write their whole name down, or you got to abbreviate stuff.
I can't write fast, Slay.
Turner, then put a U, then 5.5
All right, close
rebounds.
it out.
Wow.
That's why she don't never get to win no money.
She don't
She
care.
don't care. She's just ready to go home.
He's just giving you money, Babs.
Oh, our chat's just attacking Zeph, instigating it, poking the bear. Poke.
No,
poke,
I'm
poke,
going.
poke,
I'm
poke.
going back.
I'm going back.
I'm
my
fighting
gosh.
back.
You know what, guys? Technically, it's Friday.
We
are there.
We really appreciate you guys including us in your day and in your lives. We do not take that for granted, nor do we take that lightly. We hope you have a great night tonight. Good night. God bless.
See ya.
Wouldn't want to be here unless you're getting a shout out to my girl Sandy at Viva Nails. She don't work there, but she was coming in to get her nails.
She don't work there.